It's not just a race, it's an experience. From elite runners to everyday athletes, thousands of people ready to soak in one of the Lowcountry's most anticipated events. This morning, we bring you live team coverage in the Lowcountry's only official Cooper River Bridge Run live show. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, injury attorney Trey Harrell, and Half Moon Outfitters.
Good Saturday morning, everyone. Welcome to the 49th annual Cooper River Bridge Run. We are so excited to bring live coverage to you here on News 4 for the next 3 hours. So we're going to bring you everything from the start of the bridge to where I am at the bottom of Coleman. You can hear the police now. We've got the escorts. I'm guessing they're getting a little bit closer to closing the bridge. I believe that's slated for 7 a.m. this morning. And we've got folks on the bottom of the bridge. We've got folks in Marion Square. We've got folks at the shuttles, at the corrals. We've got you covered from the very start of the race to the very end. And we're also going to have you covered in the studio as well, keeping you up to date on weather conditions. So we know that front moved through, and we have felt the temperature dropping, and we felt the wind picking up as well. So again, we're going to have you covered, and we're going to talk to runners and walkers, people who are local, people who are coming from all different states, different countries. So again, we're just going to have you covered throughout the morning, and we are so excited to bring you this coverage.
All right, I'm down here on Meeting Street. So when the runners come off of the bridge, you're going to see me right here when they make that left turn. Right now, CPD is down here. They also have their maintenance crews out here blocking the roadway. They're actually just blocked off meeting at the Arthur Ravenel Bridge. So this is blocked off. They're working on securing the other side of it. Right now, you see the cone truck out here and several again, maintenance workers. So one good thing about it is this is a good spot because I see the wheelchair racers come through here as they come through full speed, making that left-hand turn onto Meeting Street, and then a short time later, you'll see the elite runners coming through here. Usually you'll see 3 or 4 of them bunched up all at one time as they make that left turn onto Meeting Street, and then it seems like 10 or 15 minutes later, that's when you see the rest of the folks coming through here, and about an hour later, this whole ramp coming down to Meeting Street will be filled with people until towards the end of the bridge run. Right now, I'll send it back to, I believe it's the starting line there, and from Meeting Street. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Trooper Bob. Hey, Ashley.
Good morning.
We weren't together last year, but we are now.
Yeah, I'm a first timer.
Yeah, first timer.
Happy to be here.
Absolutely. The 49th annual Cooper River Bridge Run, Ashley's first. But I noticed when I was coming over this morning and a lot more people. It's always, for me, the joy is actually traveling on the roads here in the morning and seeing the buses already going over the Dawn Hold on 526, dropping runners off, which they've already done. I met a runner from Columbia and Georgetown already over here. So
Yeah, I was talking to another guy from Atlanta. I met several yesterday at the expo. It was so packed. The people last minute racers grabbing their packets, their bibs, all the excitement. That was such a fun event, and I asked everyone if they were nervous, and I didn't get a single person who was nervous.
No,
which is good.
Which is really good because they're going to be joined by almost 40,000 other people, and that's the thing about it. It's about community. And one guy, the guy that was from Georgetown that I was talking to earlier, walking over, and I guess his partner said, well, where are your headphones? He's like, I don't need headphones. I'm going to talk to everybody I see. And so that's really what it is. People coming together, having fun, same cause, whether or not the male or the female elites, they're competing, but other people are just doing it to try to best themselves and just have fun. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. And speaking of fun, I mean, that is definitely the vibe here. We got the music going. It's already dancing. We got a good spot right by the DJ.
Absolutely. It's like, DJ, I'm going to make some requests and see if we can get it on. I also saw the race director, Irv Batten, and I was like, Irv, it is windy out here today. And he's like, and it's only going to get worse.
Well, exactly. And the Most Accurate Weather Team is tracking that. Also, a cool down as temperatures are going to continue to go down bit by bit. So it was interesting to me on my walk over, there's a setup like coffee truck. There's already little kids running around. It's bright and early, 5:30 in the morning. And I asked one runner, I said, you could drink coffee before running a 10K? He said, Ashley, I'm about to have 10 cups for this 10K.
Oh my gosh, right, because it's 2.5 miles, right?
Well, that's just to get over the bridge.
Just to get over it. Then once you get on that other side, then it's kind of smooth sailing, I guess, until you get down to the finish line at Marion Square.
Well, here we are here. We are here for our first my first.
Yes, your first.
Cooper River Bridge Run. And excited to be here. We're going to be with you all morning long. For now, let's send it over to Connolly. Good morning.
Hey, Ashley and Tessa, welcome to the bright side. I love the music. I love to hear that so many people are out and about getting coffee, all those kids running around, just so excited. And you can feel that excitement all across the Low Country this morning. And of course, we want to hear from you. How are you taking on today's Cooper River Bridge Run? Whether you're out before sunrise helping set the stage or one of the thousands lacing up to get over it, we want to see it. You can use the hashtag #CRBRGoForIt and show us how you're making the most of race day. You can see right here on our tag board, all of our team is out and about at different spots all across the route for the Cooper River Bridge Run. You can see there in the bottom left are Nick Bass with Cameron Limes. They are out there with racers getting ready who just got off the buses. Our Sonia Stevens up there, she's at the bottom of Coleman with Trooper Bob and Mel Orleans and Marion Square. So excited to take you all across the route. We're going to be scrolling all day, looking for the moments that make this race so special. Now, from early morning bus rides to that first step onto Coleman Boulevard, runners from all across the Low Country are already on the move, and the energy it's building. Our Cameron Limes is in North Charleston, where the day is just getting started. Cam, how's it feeling out there?
So here's the thing, right? It started this morning pretty quiet when we were out here probably around 5 in the morning. Now it's just ramping up. It's unbelievable. Let's take a turn. You can see some of these buses starting to leave. And the main word of the day today has been buses, just moving out. The second word, lines. Take a look at this. This is unbelievable. I know we're expecting about a little bit over 300,000 people here at this run. I think they're all here right now. I'm pretty sure that's the case. The energy has been pretty high. I mean, look how long these lines go. How are we feeling this morning, people? Yes, all right, I got like a little bit. And take a look down that way really quick. Okay, we got one wave. It keeps going down that way. There's at least 4 or 5 other lines down there. We're gonna walk through really quick. How you doing this morning? How you feeling?
I'm feeling excellent.
You're feeling excellent. Is this your first run?
In Charleston.
In Charleston. Okay, are you from the From where?
From Florida.
Oh, welcome to the Low Country. Glad to have you. How you feeling about this race? Getting over it.
I'm finished.
Good morning. Good to see you. To breakfast. Breakfast is the end goal today. Fantastic. I wish you both the very best of luck. We're going to keep making our way through here. So sorry. So as you can tell, people are just having a great time this morning. But While people are moving off from here, they're going to the corrals. And I'm going to send it there to where Emily is already talking to racers. Emily.
Well, good morning, Cameron. We are here at the corrals after those racers get on the bus with you. They come down here to Coleman Boulevard, and you can see these racers are already lining up, getting ready for the big day. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Woohoo! It's going to be such a great day, and we're going to bring you more live coverage from here at the corrals. But let's toss it over to Ashley and Tessa. They're at the starting line. How's it looking, ladies?
Oh, I'm just vibing. Ashley's over here singing. She sounds just like the singer, so we could be the. We could also be the entertainment.
What a compliment. And that's with my hoarse voice.
Yeah, it works. It really does work. But what you're not able to see right now is the last minute finishing touches that they're putting on the scaffolding around us. They're running around. They're still running wires and everything. Of course, we know that the sound is already up and running too. So.
Right.
And people are arriving.
Yeah, a lot of spectators arriving, the energy here, and we are just getting started. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4.
All right, I love some fun facts.
Yes.
A little trivia for you bright and early on this Saturday morning race day. Well, we know it's a huge event.
It is.
And statistics really back that up. This race, it was founded back in 1978.
Oh, yeah, I was 10.
You were 10.
Going on
I
10.
won't even say. I won't even
You weren't even born yet, Ashley. Probably.
Not quite. Not quite. Well, and
Yeah.
listen, you know, back then it actually started with less than 1,000 racers. It
Right.
was roughly 700 racers or
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
And now, this year, they capped it at 38,500.
That is huge. And if, you know, the old Cooper River Bridge is back in the day, there were two of them. And the
Yeah.
one that was a little bit larger and newer than the other, I didn't even like to drive over that. So the
Really?
fact that people back then ran over it is amazing. So kudos to them.
Yeah, and they've used different bridges since, and now,
Yes.
you know, it's the Ravenel that we now know, that
Yeah.
2.5 mile long bridge.
Yeah.
4.8% grade.
I guess.
Little
sounds
steep, little bit of an
Hey,
incline.
When I'm on a treadmill, I'm just flat all the time. I don't even like a 0.1%, you know, so.
Well, you know, I was reading some of the facts about this, and
Yeah.
I moved here from Colorado, and we would always cover the Boulder.
Yeah.
So Boulder, Colorado, I know there's probably some UC fans,
Yeah.
Coach Prime football fans,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Well, the Boulder, it is a beautiful race because it's against the backdrop of the Flatirons.
That's gorgeous.
But when you talk about an incline, you're doing that race in elevation.
Oh, no.
You're more than a mile high. So
No,
more
sweet.
than probably more than 6,000 feet elevation. So think about that for your heart,
Oh,
right? That's a
weighing
tough
down.
race.
That's like a boulder on your chest.
Yeah,
you know, at least for
exactly.
me. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that race, and then the the Peach Tree?
The Peach Tree
in
the Peach
Atlanta.
10K. Yeah, that one is usually big as
Yeah,
well.
those are the only two bigger 10Ks than this one.
Yeah, and you know, and with those crowds comes a lot of water, right? Because you've got to hydrate. More than 80,000 bottles are typically used, and the Mayo Clinic recommends drinking a cup of fluid every 20 minutes during your run, and then continuing to hydrate afterwards. That's really important.
Have you ever run a 10K?
What?
Me neither.
This is the closest that I have gotten to a 10K. Sitting right here at the start line and never taking off.
Hey, you know what? You're honest.
Yeah, there
You're
we go.
honest.
I've got to be.
Well, let's give a shout out to, we want to talk about some of the records.
Yes.
So this one is a good one. Chris Chabot, he is back 17 years after setting the men's wheelchair record. That was in 2009 with a time of 23 minutes, 48 seconds.
And, you know, and I love when they show up and you'll see them practicing, you know, going back and forth, and they're fast.
Yeah.
They are really fast, and I love to see Kriege year after year. And it's still the fastest in race history. Those are your fast facts heading into this year's bridge run. And one little sidebar fast fact, race director Irv Batten loves Mountain Dew. So
Mountain Dew, that's
Mountain
his
Dew.
thing.
Yeah, and by the way, he hasn't slept at all. He hasn't
All right.
slept at all.
Well, let's check in on the corrals, how things are looking. A
love that
lot
part.
of racers probably ready to go.
Yeah.
Hey, Emily.
Good morning, Ashley and Tessa. We're here at Corral number A, and there's more people coming back in to these corrals, getting ready to get over it. But once they do get over it and beyond the finish line, this race actually helps fuel many nonprofits through the entire year. One of those is Palmetto Military Support Group, and they are dedicated to providing critical resources for active duty service members and their family members across the Charleston area. And that funding is used to send morale boosting supplies overseas and also to welcome our troops back home.
The funds that we get from them brings about 20% of what we are able to support to our military. It's just a huge contribution to our bottom line, especially right now with what's going on worldwide. Our military and their family members, I mean, we support their family members as much as the military members. I mean, it takes an entire community to embrace our military.
And Charleston is home to a significant military population across all 5 branches. Through these donations and volunteer efforts, the Palmetto Military Support Groups serves as a bridge connecting the community with those who serve. And one of our very own veterans is with us this morning. It's Trooper Bob. He is in the traffic tracker. How's it going over there, Trooper Bob?
Hey, you guys, Tessa mentioned Irv Batten. Well, I've got Mike Seekings here. He was also a race director at one time. You're still on the board, right?
I sure am, yep.
So we're down here on Meeting Street. I see you here every year. For running today, is it a pretty good day for a bridge run?
The temperature is really a good temperature. The wind is going to be helping you across that bridge and right down Meeting Street to the finish line. It's going to be a good day for running for sure.
One thing I really like right about this advantage point is you see all the runners coming down through here and before they make that left turn onto Meeting Street. So that runners, they still have about another 2 miles to go through the city before they end.
You get that last little bit of downhill when you come off the bridge. You hit Meeting Street. You're about 2 miles from the finish line. But again, today you're going to have the wind at your back, so you'll be moving.
So people can expect to see you during the race today?
Oh, you'll see me. We're going to, when they close the bridge down, going to go set it up to make sure that it's safe up there. Then head to the start line, and with everybody else, come on and get over it.
I see a lot of officers down here. I see the sanitation folks, the street sweepers blocking the roadway. A lot of preparation goes into this thing.
It's a huge effort to make sure that 38,000 runners are here, are on time, are safe, and have a good time. So we really work hard to make sure this is really a once-in-a-lifetime experience for people here for the first time, and something people want to come back to, and they do year after year after year. Fantastic day in Charleston.
Well, thank you for all that you do, and we're looking forward to a good bridge run, and I'm going to send it over to Dave Williams. Dave, our chief meteorologist.
A little bit of issues, little technical difficulties. It's early. We're just getting started. It's all right. It's a Saturday morning.
And it happens, and some cell signals were a little wonky, at times.
Yeah.
But live television, a big day, and the sun is getting ready to come up here.
I know. I wish it
just
wasn't so cloudy.
I know. But
hopefully the clouds will clear a little bit.
Hopefully it will. But the wind is definitely going to be sticking around, and we hope that you do stick around too. We'll be back with more of the official Bridge Run show. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4.
Right now, and I believe that is a number 3. We got it, Peter. And it was just how calm he was. To me, it seemed like he finished the thing and then didn't even seem out of breath.
Well, it was funny. I saw him warming up, and he probably ran a half a mile to get warm. So you're right, his stride is almost like...
All right, those were the winners from last year. Scotty there at the finish line. But let's fast forward now to 2026, the 49th annual Cooper River Bridge Run. And we're at the starting line once again. And now I feel like I'm really official. I am sitting next to the Everett German, who's the race commentator, joining us once again for another year. Welcome back.
Yeah, year 2.
Yes,
excited. Now
yes.
I feel like I know what I'm doing.
Right, I was going to ask you about that. Last year was kind of a learning curve for you.
Yes.
Because you do basketball, College of Charleston, announcer, commentator. Racing, how is that different for you when it comes in terms of getting in your head how to present that to our viewers?
Well, it's one of those situations where you're not necessarily calling the race, but more along the lines of just kind of painting a picture of just the day.
Yeah.
It's a great day. A lot of, I think, 38,700 registered, and this opportunity to kind of just showcase the beauty here in the Low Country and just kind of ad lib. But when it comes to running, Tessa, that's not my thing.
Hey, not mine either. I envy those who can run. So, E, who are we looking at this year? Do we have any returners this year? And what are we looking at in terms of any records being set or anything like that?
Well, you remember last year, Peter Njuru, 28 minutes, 28 seconds.
Yeah.
A lot of times, Tessa, it takes 30 minutes to, drive from Mount Pleasant to get across the bridge. So to run that, I think he's got to be the favorite, on the men's side. The women's, I feel like it's kind of wide open. Obviously, we have some local flavor. Some of the runners from Kenya, look for them as well. So, but as we know, when it comes to running, Tessa, anything can happen. The conditions seem to be nice and cool, conducive to good times. The wind's going to be behind their back. So I'm just excited to see who's going to get over it first down there on Meeting Street.
All right, Everett, thank you for joining us. I know you've got to get ready. We're going to toss it downtown to Mel and Bill.
Hey there, Tessa and Ashley. Good morning. Bill Burr with Mel Orleans. I haven't seen you in forever. I see you on TV, but never in person.
Yeah, we're like two ships passing in the night, right? It's great to be down here with you.
Mel, thank you very much for the hospitality. Great to be with you and everyone else, and thank you for watching at home. So glad to have you with us here for the official Cooper River Bridge Run broadcast on WCIV. We're at Marion Square, where all the activity will take place after the race. So it's kind of quiet right now. It's like the calm before the storm.
Yes, exactly. And it's so fun to be here, Bill, because we get to see all the runners after they've gotten over it, all the costumes, the Where's Waldo. I think last year I saw someone in a dinosaur costume who ran sub 50. So it's so cool to see people come through. They're excited. They're happy. It's just one of the best days in Charleston of the year.
It really is.
And especially, too, we've got a lot of people, of course, who travel here, but the people who live in Charleston that get to run this bridge run and show off their beautiful city. It's just great. I want to mention why I'm holding this banana. So I just talked with the folks over here at Harris Teeter. There are 24,000 bananas, 36,000 mandarins, 10,000 apples, and 38,000 water bottles. So there's no shortage of fuel here after you get over that bridge here in Marion Square. So that we're all prepared.
Exactly. It's a produce paradise down here. Plus, there's plenty of other vendors here. We see stands with Gatorade and other sorts of drinks and some adult beverages, too, that will be consumed. So there's a lot happening down here, and you'll see it unwind as the race comes to a close here in the next hour and a half or so. And we'll be here to cover it on WCIV News 4. We're going to go take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with more live coverage. On the other side of the break, we're going to have an interesting story about a man who has trained for quite some time to do other types of marathons and runs, but unfortunately, he has been dealt with a very, very deep challenge, and we're going to tell you his story about how he's going to take part in today's bridge run when we come back right here on the official Cooper River Bridge Run show on WCIV News 4.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4.
Welcome back. It's been a busy morning and only going to get busier.
Oh, absolutely. We just received word. Oh, it's official now. The Ravenel Bridge has been shut down. I saw Cree Shabor go by, and I was like a rock star. I'm like, there's Cree Shabor. There's Cree Shabor. So let's go now live down to Marion Square, back to Mel and Bill. And hey, guys, save me one of those 24,000 bananas, please.
We may see a new record today.
Yes, we've got 24,000 bananas. What was it? Like 36,000 mandarins, 10,000 apples, and 38,000 water bottles. I'm never going to forget that. Those numbers are going to be stuck in my head. The cool thing, Bill, was we took Harris Teeter live on our show on Good Morning Charleston yesterday as they were unloading all of that, getting it all ready. Of course, they covered it up, made sure it was secure,
absolutely,
protected from the elements. But they are ready. All the volunteers here, ready to hand out the fuel to those runners after they get over it. And we're kind of seeing the setup continue here at Marion Square.
Step out of the way here.
The trash cans are all ready. Of course, want to make sure we're keeping Marion Square beautiful.
Sure.
And the stage, we've heard a couple of audio tests from the band.
Exactly. So we'll have music here a little bit later on too. They'll have some awards that are given out to the runners and the participants in today's bridge run. So all the center of activity post bridge run will take place right here at Marion Square, and we'll be here to cover as much as we can. And in the meantime, just a lot of setup as folks are getting ready for those 30-some thousand bridge runners that are going to be coming down here in the next hour and a half or so. Let's go to our good friend Trooper Bob. He is standing by right now in the traffic tracker just off the Ravenel Bridge, keeping an eye on things. Bob, good morning.
Yeah, Bill, I'm down here on Meeting Street here. You can see the sanitation trucks, the street sweepers here blocking Meeting Street from any traffic coming through here. They actually just put the hay bales out. You can see them right in front of the traffic tracker. This is for the wheelchair racers, the participants that are coming down the ramp onto Meeting Street, making that left-hand turn. Thankfully, I've never seen anyone run into the hay bales, but this is a process that they do each and every year, and once they come through and they're all clear, they'll come through here and get all that picked up before the elite runners come down here. Right now, plenty of EMS, fire personnel also down here at this area. Law enforcement just went up the bridge on the northbound side, headed over towards Mount Pleasant, because it did, just like Tessa said, they did shut off the bridge. And the other thing I look forward to every year in this same spot is seeing everyone, the people that are watching the race. Sometimes I don't see them throughout the entire year, but I see them right here. They all congregate here next to the traffic tracker, and we talk about previous races and what we expect this year, so it's looking good. As you can see, nice weather out here outside the traffic tracker. A little windy down here on Meeting Street, but a perfectly good day for a bridge run. So I'm going to send it over to the starting line with Ashley and Tessa.
Yeah, hey, Trooper Bob. And, you know, he was talking about this yesterday. He said he gets the best spot. He does. Because he gets the regulars.
Yes.
And they all hang out there, and it's a good time. And I love that, because this truly is a tradition for so many people.
It really is, and even for myself, and even being here at the starting line, sometimes I'll still see the same familiar faces year after year. But now, let's go to Emily.
Yes.
And find out what's going on over. She's at the Corrals. Is that where she is?
She's at the Corrals, and you know, maybe Emily, too, seeing some familiar faces, because that's exactly where you were last year, Emily.
It is where I was last year, Ashley and Tessa. It is starting to fill up. People are starting to warm up, get their little muscles going to get over it. But there's just so many amazing people that come out for this race, and one of the cool things is it really brings the entire community together around each other. And earlier this week, I was able to speak with Devin Woodard, who was once a very familiar face in South Carolina's running community. But in 2023, he was diagnosed with ALS, which is a progressive disease that limits muscle control. And today he's preparing to cross what may be his final finish line, thanks to his Charleston doctor.
Fell in love with running by accident in 2017.
I did the first one. You immediately line up. for the next one.
He laced up for 23 half marathons.
The first half marathon I did was the Charleston half marathon.
And 3 full marathons before he was diagnosed with ALS in 2023.
I was always kind of felt sad about it because I thought those days were long gone.
Until Dr. Sarah Bravort with the MUSC ALS Clinic stepped in to help.
And so every time I go out for a run, I would think of Devin, I would think of, the other people I'm caring for.
Inspired by Woodard's love for running, she helped organize a last-minute effort with Racers for Pacers to get him to the starting line. Using a specialized racing chair, Bravort and the team of runners will push Woodard across the bridge.
For us, most of our racers, they're not battling something that's a terminal illness like ALS. But Devin is definitely a unique case where he most likely will, just run this race and won't run another race.
But Woodard isn't defined by his diagnosis.
You never know what God got in the story for you.
And this race, thanks to his wife.
This speaks volumes to the kind of person that he is because he's a fighter.
And Racers for Pacers is an answer to his prayers. One final run, one unforgettable finish line.
Whatever you were putting on your bucket list or whatever, do it today.
One of dozens racing over the Ravenel, thanks to Racers for Pacers, and we cannot wait to cheer all of them on this morning. And it's a beautiful day to do so. Not too hot, not too cold, just the right weather. And our meteorologist, Sonia Stevens, joins us now. She's at the bottom of the bridge. Sonia, how's the weather where you are?
Yeah, and again, looking great out here. Again, we're dealing with in yet, but again, we've got Fallon Mears. We're going to go to her in a second, but I want to let you know what's kind of going on here at the bottom of the bridge on the Mount Pleasant side. So Trooper Bob said the bridge is closed. Yes, we did kind of watch that whole process, and let me tell you, local police, can I give them a shout out? They are hard at work this morning. Lots of motorcycles, lots of cars, making sure everything gets shut down, everything is flowing properly. So thanks to them for all their hard work this morning. And also, I've seen lots of runners and walkers going by already. I had a guy, he wanted to be interviewed, but his friends were anxious to get going. He's from came all the way here for the Cooper River Bridge Run, which we know this is the 3rd largest 10K in the country, but he was this is his first bridge run. So lots of folks kind of making their way to the corrals because at this point we're like 45 minutes, almost 45 minutes away from the start of the race. But a lot of folks, in fact, all of us out here, everyone impacted by the weather. So let's toss things over to Fallon Mears in the studio. And I know we've really been focusing on the wind during the race today.
Yeah, Sonia, we do have that wind advisory from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. this afternoon. Those wind gusts actually could get up to maybe even 40 miles an hour. So over the Ravenel Bridge, you can actually see where it's closed off. And the main priority is the safety of the runners as they go past the bridge because, with the winds increase as you head over the bridges. Right now, 64 degrees, mostly cloudy. So like Emily said, not too hot, not too cold, but I'm going to toss it to Tessa and Ashley at the starting line for the national anthem.
Under VO.
All right, guys, thank you. Yes, taking a live look. You can see the flag waving in the wind. Sonia talking about that wind earlier. We'll be back after this.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4.
Welcome back. A lot of excitement right now, and we are actually getting ready, I believe, to do the national anthem here right now. So we do want to pause for that as soon as that starts. In the meantime, we'll be soon talking with Paige Hamer from Harris Teeter, one of the main sponsors. So, you know, we're so excited that you're back every year. Everyone's excited that you're back, and it's an important mission for you guys.
Well, we have been in the Low Country for 49 years. We like to say it's the same time that the race has been going on across the bridge in the Low Country here in Charleston. So it's so special for us to be in this community, and not just in our store environments, but also in the community, to have those connected communities, happier, healthier communities. It's really important for us. We love serving our customers and everyone in the community.
Well, and you know, I know you were at the Health and Wellness Expo yesterday, and you know, I know how important that is. You were handing out oranges, you were handing out all kinds of healthy stuff, because health is so important when it comes to this. And it looks like we actually have the mascot here. But we do want to take a break real quick to listen to the national anthem. That was absolutely beautiful, and we got a primetime view of her with her beautiful crown, gorgeous, gorgeous voice, and such a good moment here with the giant flag waving behind us. All right, let's get back to it, Paige, back to Harris Teeter. And so, you know, you guys have been here so many years, year after year, and it's just such an exciting day.
It is, and it's so great. The runners and the walkers cross into Marion Square, our team of volunteers, they're the ones handing out the apples, bananas, clementines. It's 18,000 pounds of produce that we bring into Marion Square for this, thousands and thousands of water bottles, and it's just so great to be a part of this iconic tradition in the Low Country.
Yeah.
So we're always so happy to be the presenting sponsor of the Cooper River Bridge Run.
Well, we're happy you're here too, and where'd our mascot go? Come back, come back. Oh, it's so fun, it's so fun. It's getting loud, excitement is brewing. What's your favorite part of race day?
So I get to be up on the scaffolding, which is really special. So I get to watch every single participant. It's like 39,000 people this year.
Wow.
Cross over, and it's the spirit of the Low Country.
Yeah.
It's the spirit of community, and again, Harris Teeter is just proud to be a part of it. So it's a beautiful weekend every weekend, and I love seeing our volunteers come together and support their communities. Most of the volunteers here from Harris Teeter are local. They're Low Country associates, so it's a really special weekend.
It is, and I know so many people are excited for this weekend here in the Low Country and really across the country. 3 out of 4 runners aren't even from the Tri-County area. They're driving more than 60 miles to be here because this race is just that awesome. Let's check in on some of the racers right now. Send it over to Cameron Limes. Hey, Cam.
Yep, so the line, as you can see behind me, is long. There's a sea of people, and I've met people. This is my first bridge run, and I've met people from New York. I've met someone from Atlanta, and I've also met someone from Birmingham, someone from my hometown, the Big 205, which is amazing. So if you'll follow me this way, as you can see the porta potties are right here, and there's even a line for the porta potties. And I also met people from the College of Charleston, and they say that this is really like a farewell because it's their senior year. Let's see if I can talk to them right now. Hey, guys. Hey. So, as you were telling me, you guys are from the College of Charleston, and this is y'all, pretty much y'all senior year. So just tell me how important this is for you.
We're just excited to spend all the time we can together, every last minute, just making all those lasting memories.
So speaking of lasting memories, this is where this is the first journey for runners, and we're going to toss it right back to our anchors at the finish line, Tessa and Ashley.
All right, we have had the prayer, we've had the national anthem, we've had that chill that we were talking about come back through, and the wind is starting to pick up as well as the excitement.
You know, I always wonder for runners and racers here if they would prefer the heat or the wind. If it was me, cooler the better.
Yeah. And the wind behind you.
Yeah, the wind at your back. Let you fly over the bridge.
Soar. Well, let's go out to the corrals right now where we find Emily as they're, the folks down in the back as you go along are getting prepared to get over it. Emily.
We have thousands of runners getting ready to get over it. Right now, I have some Citadel cadets here. Where are you from?
I'm from Greenville.
From Greenville.
Lexington. Georgetown.
Stevens Barracks. Fort Mill, South Carolina.
Newberry, South Carolina.
And Watts Barracks.
All over the low country, all over the country, getting ready to go over it today. You'll see them in their Citadel gear, going over the bridge. How'd you prepare for this?
Yes!
How'd you prepare?
I'm prepared!
But how did you prepare? Or did you practice? Do you do this every day?
We do it every day.
And they just are going to have such a great day. Clearly, there's a lot of excitement here in the corrals. We'll hear from the corrals more later in the show.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4.
Welcome back. Oh, we just missed it. You just missed the best
wheelchair
moment.
racers. Yeah, the wheelchair racers just took off, and the volunteers
on this side,
on the other side.
Yeah.
And you weren't aware of the fact that we're actually in the middle of things. She's like, "Oh, this is."
It just dawned on me when people when they started lining up that we get like the prime spot here.
Right. Yeah, we are
as the
prime.
official sponsor
We get
of this race, the media sponsor,
and we get to send them off. We get to see them. We get to see the anticipation on their faces, and when they take off, the excitement as they soar.
Yeah. Anticipation a little bit. I can see some of them looking a little nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, just the athleticism and the ability to do that is mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, and it's really exciting here at the 49th annual Cooper River Bridge Run. 39,000 people. Race director Irv Batten is walking around here. You're always seeing him. He's making sure everything goes off on time. The announcer giving us countdowns as to when the next folks will be up at the line.
Yeah, and Mayor Haney was up there earlier. We've talked to Harris Teeter. There have been so many people already walking by, and I love to all of the spectators that that are lining up to watch, to cheer on their friends, their family. It truly is such a big community event.
Especially, when people will need that extra boost if they're thinking, oh, I don't know if I can make it. That kind of gives them that jolt, and then they just get excited and they take off. So it's really a great opportunity to be here year after year and really share in this moment, because there's a lot of people too that it's their first time doing it, and they might have personal goals, like they're doing it for a health reason, or they're doing it in the memory of a loved one. So many stories within the thousands of people that are here today.
I interviewed a big group from North Carolina, and I talked with her. Name was Liv. She's 25. She just decided, I'm going to run a 5K in December, and then she said, you know what? I'm doing the Cooper River Bridge Run this year.
Yeah.
Never started running until October. She's been training, and she said, I don't really care about my time. I just want to do it, check it off the list.
Yeah.
And she loves Charleston. People come here. Part of the draw is you're in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah. Okay. After all, at the end of the day, this is where you are.
Although it doesn't really feel like it right now.
Absolutely
this wind. I need a hat out here. I've seen a lot of people putting on hats. It's windy, it's chilly.
Yeah, when my little tuft of hair starts blowing, and I know it's a little bit windy. And another sure indication, too, that we're getting close to race time is the helicopter that's going to be giving you that aerial view of the racers and walkers today.
Yeah. Let's send things over to Sonia Stevens. And I know, Sonia, you're talking about the weather as well as all the excitement where you are.
Yeah, and all the things you guys are talking about, I can see the helicopter up there. Of course, the southbound lanes of the bridge are now closed down because all of the runners and walkers, the northbound lanes, of course. So we're going to see tens of thousands, ultimately up around 40,000 racers coming over those northbound lanes here. So we'll see everyone funneling by. At this point, we're just waiting for the wheelchair racers to come by, and no sign of them yet, but we know they already passed Tessa and Ashley, so that they're going to be coming here soon. So we're just going to kind of wait for just a second here to see. And I see all of we've got EMS, I see one on a bike, we've got ambulances over here. So everybody kind of parked over here on McGrath Darby and Patriots Point Road. Just some racers do need help. To come along, no sign of them yet. I've noticed the wind has started to pick up, but temperature-wise, pretty nice, I would say. All right, here we go. So we're starting to see the lead here, the police. About 5 motorcycles here. So my photographer, Jason Marfia, I'm gonna make sure we cover this here. All right. So we've got the police in the lead. There's the first wheelchair racer. Just incredible. And of course, we've got helpers on bikes, wonderful volunteers. So we just wouldn't be able to do it without all of the volunteers involved. Here we go. So we've got our second, our third. Fantastic. Dave is on the top of the bridge, and he's going to start to see these wheelchair racers as they approach him. So we're going to toss things over.
Thanks, Sonia. Yeah, we've got some of the police officers up here on bikes, and they're clearing the roads on their motorcycles. We've got some of the runners. Actually, these are the runners headed back to the start line. You see them going across in the buses right now. So folks are still heading to the start line. I've got to tell you, it is incredibly windy up here, and it's not just wind gusts. It's sustained winds. The winds are coming across the bridge, not at your back. They're coming across the bridge from the northeast to the southwest. So winds are very gusty up here on the bridge, and that's going to hamper the runners just a little bit. It is just a tad at your back, but it's going to be hitting the runners. This is the direction that the runners are going to be headed, and the wind is really smacking me on the right side of the face here, and that's what's going to happen to the runners as they're coming up and over the Ravenel Bridge. Hopefully it switches around a little bit so it pushes them from the back, but right now it is from the north side of the bridge over to the south side of the bridge, and very gusty up here. That's something that we're going to be paying close attention to. We should see some of the wheelchair racers coming pretty quickly because Sonia's down there at the bottom of the bridge, and those racers are going to be coming up. I know in the wheelchairs it is a little bit tough because they are wheeling up that hill, so it's going to take them a little bit, but they'll be here soon. And we've got folks stationed all along the route, at the beginning, at the middle, and at the end, so we're going to check in with somebody else right now.
Hey guys, I'm down here on Meeting Street right at the bottom of the ramp there with Captain Krasowski with the Charleston CPD. Thank you very much for taking a couple minutes to talk to us. The wheelchair racers are just left. We're going to be seeing him coming through here shortly. But I saw a lot of you and your officers here. A lot of preparation goes into this bridge run each and every year.
Absolutely. We start planning for this probably starting next month. So it's a year-round process pretty much.
Have you ever run the bridge, or are you just always working it?
I've worked this for 20 years now, and so I haven't had a chance to run it myself.
Chief, let's give him a day off. And matter of fact, I'll cover your shift, and then we'll let you run the bridge run. But in all seriousness, there's a lot of activity down here. We've got the band, we've got the porta potties, but we also have a water station down here, and a lot of the spectators come through here. To me, that's my favorite part. I see the same people here each and every year, cheering people on, cheering their loved ones on. What's your favorite part of the bridge run?
Just the excitement that it brings to the city. We have approximately 40,000 runners here, which means that we probably have double that just in our area, just with all the folks that travel here from across the country. And we're excited to host this event and have an exciting weekend.
And one other thing I was going to tell you is a lot of first responders here. They're spread all over here, up and down the bridge. I know I talked to the Highway Patrol yesterday. They said troopers are coming here from all over the state to assist with this bridge run. So thank you for all that you and the other first responders do. We appreciate you. We know you got a lot of stuff going on here, also the tennis tournament. So thank you for all that you do each and every day. And I'm going to send it over to Scott Eisberg, our sports director.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got the most boring place in the world in the morning of the Cooper River Bridge Run. You stand out here at the finish line, and there is nothing happening, and then all of a sudden, whoosh! Everybody comes all at one time, but it's always fun, always catching up with the same folks out here. Talk to Paul Wieters from the city. He stays out all night making sure the fencing is up, making sure the scaffolding is up, making sure the clocks are ready to roll, and everything is good. We do our own little national anthem down here. They tried to pipe in the one from the start line. That didn't work, so we had our own little national anthem down here, but literally It's almost like a ghost town on Meeting Street. I say it every year. It really is nothing. It is the most boring place in the world from the time we get here at 6:30 until the time the wheelchair racers come. And then once that happens, bam, we are just inundated with the sea of humanity that is the Cooper River Bridge Run. Chief Cheeto Walker is here. He's just hanging out talking to everybody. Same police officers year after year, as I like to call them, the puke patrol over there, getting ready for people that lose their lunch, and they are all set to do that. So we are rocking and rolling and just waiting here at the finish line. Let's send it to Cameron Limes over there on the bridge.
All right, so we're starting to see the last of these buses. As you can see, we have one right here. Folks are hopping on. It seems like the rush is kind of over at the moment. We have these two lines right down here. How you guys feeling this morning? Oh, yes, cold. That has been the theme this morning. I still got my jacket on. And I know that Dave and Sonia and Fallon have been talking a lot about those winds. We felt it pretty heavy up here just a little bit ago. Let's walk down this way really quick. These are the three other lines that we have where folks are also boarding. How much longer do you guys think you have to wait for the next bus?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, easy enough. We're gonna pass through here really quick. So, as you can hear, these buses are coming pretty frequently, and they're just taking people downtown. I'm gonna ride the last bus, and I'll take you guys with me when we start on that journey. It's gonna be a blast. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. And you can feel the nerves are starting to settle in. People are starting to really get in the headspace of, all right, we got a 10K ahead of us, one of the biggest 10Ks in the country. So this has been absolutely incredible. And talking about the start, we're going to send it over to the starting line with Ashley and Tessa.
I didn't have time because you put it in your mouth before I could charge it up.
Learned a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
The buses running behind, having trouble getting over the bridge,
Yeah.
some of them.
Yeah, so that
they
means
just delayed the start time of the race.
to 8:10. So the race will start now at 8:10.
So that's just about 10 minute delay.
Yeah.
No big deal, a little time maybe for some of the racers
Everything
to shake
is-
off the nerves
There
that
you
Cam was
go.
talking about.
Yeah, either make it worse, or actually.
Hey,
give
let's
them
stay
something.
positive, Tessa.
Okay, that's true. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a realist. Okay.
You can tell I'm the optimist.
Yes, you are. Now, if we're both optimists at the same time, then it's going to be a great day. And so I was just saying to you that we hadn't seen the elite runners yet, because I'm used to seeing them running by, warming up on either side, and they're not here yet. So that's probably a testament to the buses running a little bit behind.
Yeah, and I have seen some kind of walking around, shaking
it
around.
out, yeah.
You know, it's chilly, but a lot of these elite runners, this is nothing.
This is nothing for them. This is a walk in the park.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this is mild. It might be for them.
Yeah.
Perfect conditions, minus
Right.
the wind per
Yeah.
se for
Yeah,
running. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it's just been such a beautiful morning. We've had the national anthem. We've heard from Mayor Haney. We've talked with Harris Teeter and the where did he go? There's our buddy back there.
Oh yeah, I love him. He's been, I think it's a he. He's been dancing and also warming up and waving to the folks. So it's almost here, and I can see more cloud cover coming in too. So more runners actually walking on either side too. So everyone is starting to pour in and to get in position so we can get the race started. Again, we have a new race start time now at 8:10.
Yep. So we are now about 32 minutes out from the start of the race, if all goes well.
All right, let's go check out the corrals. Tossing it to Emily. No, to Mel and Bill. Down.
Actually, no. I think we're going to get an aerial view now that the helicopter is up in the air, giving us a gorgeous view. All right, so it looks like we have a beautiful shot, and I'm jealous that I can't see it.
I can't see it either.
I don't see our pilot up there.
They may be over the bridge around this point, because we can always see it circling. It'll go down, way down there, and then circle back around, is what we usually see. So we'll see it. Hey, we'll have plenty enough time when they start taking off. We'll see them again.
Well, and I hope you stick with us, because it is such a great shot, a great viewpoint, vantage point from above when you see all the racers flying down, for lack of a better word, maybe walking, who knows, across the 2.5-mile Ravenel Bridge.
Right, and it really, because it's a beautiful backdrop, and it kind of gives you scale the size of what it's like and how many people are actually going through with this today. And I would say going through because some people decided at the last minute that, hey, I think I want to do the bridge run, and some people have been training for this. So
well, and I was talking with people last minute. They had went to the Health and Wellness Expo to sign up. They said, you know what, why not? This is my year. I'm doing it. All right, let's check in with Mel and Bill. Hey, guys.
Hey, the party is getting ready here at Marion Square, and why not put the party people down where the party's going to be today?
Mel, we're such party animals. You went to sleep early. I was in bed at 9:30 last night. I know we're such party animals, but this is the place to be, though, after the bridge runners get back over here in the next hour and a half or so.
And I just got to say, Harris Teeter has the runners set. We've got 24,000 bananas, 36,000 mandarins, 10,000 apples, and 38,000 water bottles for the 39,000 participants in this year's Cooper River Bridge Run.
Exactly. It's a produce paradise down here, and I'm also getting a lesson in hydration. I just, when I was training for the Bridge Run last year, I just dealt with water and Gatorade, but we have these hydration booster packets. There's Celsius drinks, bubbling waters, and all sorts of stuff I haven't seen before, but it's all here for the runners and the wheelchair racers when they get down here to Marion Square after they complete their trek. 10K. It's a long run, but it's a good run, and the conditions are favorable for them. But still, even though there's a slight chill in the air for us, it's good conditions for these runners. But they're going to be depleted. They're going to be tired. They're going to need to be hydrated, and so they have all this down here for them and for us, because we're working hard here, Mel.
Yes, and for the true party animals, the adult beverages.
Even more important.
Exactly. There's a band. I mean, there's merch. You're set here. I love, my favorite part of the Cooper River Bridge Run is being here at Marion Square and seeing the people after they've gotten over it and how excited they are. The costumes, the spirit. It truly is one of the best days to be in the city of Charleston.
Yeah, we enjoy this. It's one of the best events of the year, and we are so glad that you are here to join us until 9:30 this morning here on News 4. Much more of the official Cooper River Bridge Run coverage coming up next on this Saturday morning on WCIV News 4. We're back in a minute.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4.
Welcome back. They're talking about Channel 4 right now, and we are so excited to be here.
Did you see the chopper, Ashley?
Yep.
You were wanting to see it again.
Maybe you can hear the chopper. It's really loud out here.
Get to the chopper. We can't from the ground, so
But
yeah.
we see you. Maybe we can wave. Maybe they can see us if they take that chopper.
There we go. Maybe
Chopper
they see
shot.
us. All right. And we're seeing more people. Of course, we knew that the buses were on a bit of a delay. We did hear the announcer. He just said it. We will be starting at 8:10. It is 7:46, and the morning is moving right along.
It's moving along, just a 10-minute hold. No big deal.
Yeah,
it's
no
all right.
big deal.
It's all right. Yeah, we're having such a great time here. They've got the music continuing all morning long. More and more racers trickling down the sidewalk on both sides of the start line here. And yeah, I think it's a lot of people are anxious to get on that start line.
And I could hear Scotty talking, and he was saying he hadn't had eyes yet on the wheelchair racers.
Okay.
And maybe that wind has a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
And it's putting just a little bit of pressure on them to get moving as fast as they need to. So hopefully he'll be seeing them soon, and then we'll have our elite runners, the ones that'll be taking home the prize money. By the way, I need to find out how much are they getting paid, if they win, so to add to their coffers.
I don't know.
To run, you get paid to run. That's pretty good. I like it.
Well, and I'm excited to see them too, because they are. This is their bread and butter.
Yeah, it is.
This is what they
really
train
is.
for year round. So let's send it over to Scott and Webb.
Yeah, so here at the finish line, it's funny. I was talking to one of the race officials, and they said, "Do you want the roster of all the wheelchair racers?" And I said, "No, I don't even need it. I know it's going to be Krieg Shaborg. I've said it like 8 years in a row. He wins it every year." And they said, "No, he's not winning this time. He's in the race, but he's not winning this time. So we might have a new winner of the wheelchair race. We will see what happens as they come down Meeting Street." But while we're talking about great racers, Krieg Shaborg will certainly be a Hall of Famer of this race one day. Let's talk a little more about this year's Hall of Famers.
For tens of thousands of runners, the bridge run simply about crossing the finish line. For Howie Schomer, it's about a lifetime of competition, commitment, and community.
I wasn't kind of one of the person who jogs for weight control or anything like that. I used to enjoy running races.
A staple of the bridge run in the early 90s, on the course and behind the scenes, helping recruit elite runners from around the world.
Get the athletes down here, make sure they got to the race, make sure they got picked up at the airport.
Don't let his easygoing demeanor fool you. He was pretty elite himself.
Just finishing that high up, and it felt good, It's like, okay, this is worth doing.
Recently, cancer forced him off the road, but not out of the mindset. Approaching 70 every mile feels like a victory.
I just got to the point where I can, walk 3 or 4 miles in the morning, and I thought, I'd like to be able to run a race again. Once you start doing the chemo, especially this last bout, I've had it twice now, and this last bout really, I became a couch potato, basically.
That same belief, running is for everybody, shared by Amy and Chris Minkle, owners of Low Country's Fleet Feet and recipients of the Joe Riley Wellness Award.
Being comfortable, enjoying the moment, enjoy the race. It shouldn't be stressful. It should be a great time.
For more than a decade, it's been more about others' running journeys.
Hundreds and hundreds of people that have come through our training programs, and it's about the camaraderie, the teamwork, the accountability, doing it with other people.
Is to be able to watch folks come across the finish line, whether it's their first race or their 50th race. And so many of them, when they started running with us, were, well, I'm not a runner. I don't know that I'll ever be a runner. But our philosophy has always been, if you run at all, you're a runner. And if you believe you can do it, you can.
Because at one time, Hall of Famers were first-timers.
All right, so let's talk about the race, because it's coming right here. We have our leading racer of the wheelchair race coming in right to the finish line, and they have already said there will not be a world record or a Cooper River Bridge Run record or any record as Cepeda of Mexico wins this. That is bib number 90, Cepeda of Mexico. It's right on his shirt, and he is the winner of the Cooper River Bridge Run wheelchair race. We'll go over right now and see if he's too out of breath to speak.
but we'll give it a try. Sir, are you okay to speak, or are you too out of breath?
Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
How does it feel to win?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but maybe 50 kilometers per hour.
When you talk about this race, we always talk about the wins on the bridge. How brutal were they today?
Yeah, the wind is hard. Today is very hard. The chairs move all the time. Yeah, it's terrible, the wind.
Have you ever run this race before? Is it the first time? Did you get to practice at all?
It's my first time here in Corral River Bridge. It really, thank you so much for everything.
Can you say your name for us?
My name is Fidel Aguilar from Mexico. Thank you.
Congratulations on winning the Cooper River Bridge Run.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll send it back to you guys at the start line as Channel 2 stands in my shot. It's all Channel 2. Forget about them. We'll go to the start line.
Okay,
Congratulations to that wheelchair
congratulations.
racer. Incredible.
Yeah, you did hear him say that the winds have been pretty brutal on the bridge, which I figured it was because it was taking them a little bit longer for them to get eyes on them on the other side and get into the downtown area. But we love our mascots.
Yeah, we saw him walking. We said, get over here. We got to get you in. We got to get you in. Run
Stingrays,
over
go
to
Ray.
North Charleston for the Stingrays home games. April 4th, April 18th, 4th a week from today. So he's got
there we
the
go.
sign.
Yes.
There we go.
There it is.
Go Stingrays.
Yes, I love it. Hey, and it's cool inside the Coliseum there too. So much like what it is here today.
I think it's a lot colder there, probably than here.
Have to do
with
the nose
ice.
test. Yes,
I
my
know.
nose is just
I
a little
know.
bit colder. But
Now
now
we
let's
got the breeze going.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's cold. And let's check on the forecast. With Dave.
It's the longest cable stay span bridge in North America.
All right, here we are at the top of the bridge, and things are quite breezy up here. We're watching a few of the wheelchair runners come at this point right now. Here they come. They're headed toward the top of the bridge. They're doing a great job. I mean, look at that. They're pushing along. So, how's the wind, guys? How's the wind? Good job. Keep it up. There they go. So definitely windy up here. They're working hard. It's a crosswind. It's maybe a little bit at the back of the runners, which will help just a little bit. But for the most part, it's coming across the bridge from the right-hand side as you're driving from Mount Pleasant to downtown Charleston. Would be hitting you on the right-hand side, and it's pretty strong. It hasn't knocked me over, but it has knocked my hat off at least one time this morning. So things are quite breezy. We've still got some runners. Here they go. Runners going on the buses right now, still to the start line. So that's an indication of how long it's going to take for these runners to get to the start line. So they're just now crossing the bridge. As we know, Scotty just told us, the wheelchair racers have already started to finish the race. So we're going to be about 8:10 when we get the runners going. The elites will be out first, and they'll be up over this bridge. And some of the other runners will be lucky because they can brace themselves from the wind as long as they stay on the other side of the road and just kind of draft off the other runners. But otherwise, it's going to be quite windy up here for all the runners. Maybe has reduced just a little bit from when we first got up here, but it's going to stay breezy and the winds will continue to gust throughout the morning. We have Emily Deanne, who's in the corral right now, checking in on some of those runners that just took the buses across the bridge to get to the start line.
That's right, Dave. Racers are at the ready here at Corral B. We had a little bit of a delay with the buses, but now even more racers are coming into the corrals, packing in. Where are you guys from?
Mount Pleasant.
Beautiful.
Eugene, South Carolina.
What about you guys?
Columbia. Charlotte, North Carolina.
All over the Carolinas, and there are thousands and thousands of people not only racing but spectating, cheering us all on. And we were talking about just the impact of people here. Everybody's coming here, and you were saying what about your hometown?
I'm saying that the number of people that are running this race today outnumbers the number of people that I grew up with in my home county of Newberry. It just blows my mind that so many people are running this today. I think it is the largest 10K in the world that we know of. Not the U.S., but of the world. And, well, there you go.
And you are a first-time Cooper River Bridge Run racer, but not a first-time racer.
No, I've run many miles all across the U.S. actually, but first time doing this, and I'm excited to be here doing it with my buddy Joel.
And you're a Marine as well.
Yes.
What are you guys doing to train? Have you been training together? What's your goals for today?
I'm a dad. I don't train. That's about what I do. This is my first time running. I came out of retirement for this guy to run a race. It's been about 15
I tricked him
years.
into doing it, so yeah.
Well, hey, it's going to be a gorgeous day. What are you guys most looking forward to?
Finishing.
I'm having brunch with my family and this guy when we're done, yeah.
That's right. You got to get over the bridge first to see your family at the finish line, where the party will just continue, I'm sure. Let's check in on the starting line, though. How is it looking, ladies?
It's looking great. We're seeing more and more runners lining up, packing right behind us. Interesting, though, our helicopter said that they've spotted 2 illegal drones.
Yeah.
And, over the years, people have a lot more. People have their drones, they're flying them, so don't break the rules.
And, especially if there's maybe some production companies trying to do their thing, or maybe someone wants to chronicle their journey and, things of that nature. So know that people are out here and they are keeping an eye on things that shouldn't be and handling that. But we notice the folks are coming in faster and more quick stepping it to get into their positions here at the starting line.
And I think it's getting louder, too.
Yeah,
I think they keep slowly pumping the music up before a race start. The race start time, at least, which we do want to mention again, if you're just now joining us, is delayed by about 10 minutes because they had an issue with buses crossing the bridge to get here earlier this morning.
Absolutely, but the day has arrived, the 49th annual. Man, almost 50 years of the Cooper River Bridge Run. Runners, stories, and reasons why that they're doing it. I love it. I love it.
38,000 plus people, nearly 39,000 racers this year. Absolutely incredible. And I love it because it's for all levels, whether you're an elite runner, those very few select elite runners, athletes, or, just as Emily was talking with some folks from Mount Pleasant who said, I'm going to lace up and do this race in my hometown.
Or they just want to walk it. And sometimes all you have to do is start. Maybe that's the best that you can do at this time. And then as each year goes by, you work your way up. And finally, I just saw an elite runner just warming up. You can tell because they'll start sprinting here back and forth. So.
Well, and finally, what is that, Tessa?
What is
the
that?
sun.
Hello, sun.
I know, it's been so cloudy. It's been so cloudy. So it's great to have a little bit of a break from the clouds right there, peeking through those 2 cloud lines.
I appreciate
know
it.
our meteorologists are probably like, Ashley, don't call them cloud
Please
lines.
don't call them. And then Dave was talking about the crosswinds that we've been experiencing. He's lost his hat once, so I guess that's a determining factor. How many times that Dave loses his hat is how strong the wind is. So he's got one already. But we've got the sun coming up. Hopefully it'll die down just enough and kind of get people, propelled, so to speak, across the bridge, especially if the wind is to your back. I heard I'm just regurgitating information I've heard. I don't know anything about the running aspect, but I've always said I've envied people who are runners and who are committed to doing that.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because you talk so much about lead up to the race, but I was talking with people at the Health and Wellness Expo yesterday, and they were like, I'm more concerned about recovery afterwards. They said, Ash, I don't really run a lot. I'm just doing this for fun. So they're playing with Theraguns and all these different rolling machines just to kind of relax afterwards because 10K is no joke. It is not, and especially not when you're talking about crossing a bridge with a 4.8 grade incline there. I think it's just different when it's pounding the pavement with a little bit of an incline.
No, it's definitely different. Well, we've got more of the 49th annual Cooper River Bridge Run when we come back as we get closer to the start of the race at 8:10. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4.
All right, we are 9 minutes to race time, and the elite runners, hello!
Here they come. Good
the
luck.
elite runners have arrived, and they look so intimidating.
They do.
They really do.
They look professional.
And in shape.
They're all business.
Right.
They are here to win. They're here to beat their times.
Yes.
And good luck to them. They look like athletes.
Yeah.
I'm way out of my league right now.
Hey, sister, I'm telling you, this is not. I can just look at them. It's like, you go, you do it, you do your thing. Well, let's go back out to Cam. He's with the buses. Cam, how are things looking out there?
Yeah, we're having a great time on this bus. Hey guys, how you doing? Fantastic. These are all the volunteers who helped get people on the bus. Thank you all so much. You guys really did an amazing job today. Say hi to everybody at home. That's what I'm talking about. This is the last bus. So if you weren't on this one, sorry. But it was a fantastic time out there this morning. These guys brought the energy, and we're actually headed to the corrals right now. And I believe Emily is still there. I'm hoping to meet up with you, Emily. But in the meantime, I'm going to send it down to you.
Well, hey, Cam, we're looking forward to seeing you here at the corrals. Right now, I'm in Corral A with our next round of runners. And how are you guys preparing for this race?
Just trying to run the bridge as much as possible. It's the only hill here in the low country, so just got to practice getting up and then hopefully use that momentum to get back down.
What about you?
I'm waiting for the downhill. I just trained all for the downhill.
Cruising
downhill. Downhill.
And do you have a time that you've been training to meet, or are you just, getting over it?
I was hoping to break 50, but we'll see. I think I did 52 last year, so we'll see.
All right, not bad. Good vibes, good vibes. What about you?
Going for 45. I run with the low country trail runners, so we've been out running, so hopefully that'll pay off.
Well, we're going to be cheering them on as they go all the way down to Marion Square, where Mel and Bill are right now. How is it there, guys?
It's going very well, Emily. Thank you. And we look forward to seeing those people that you talk to when they get here in the next hour and a half or so, in amongst the 39,000 people, I believe.
Yes.
The last number I heard.
Yes, it's crazy, just the amount of people that will be here in Marion Square in just a short while. It's always a party down here. We've got Harris Teeter all prepped with all the fruit. You called it, what, a fruit paradise?
A produce paradise.
Produce paradise.
How about
excuse me. Yeah, so there's 24,000 bananas, 36,000 mandarins, 10,000 apples, and 38,000 water bottles. I don't think I've seen so much fruit in one place. Not just that, but also there's so many tents with hydration packets.
Yeah.
We've got the alcohol-free beer too.
If you choose.
If you choose.
Some
Not
people
for
do,
everybody,
okay.
but that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's kind of like a hurry up and wait situation right now, because the vendors and the volunteers, they're set up and they're ready, and they're excited too. They can't wait to help the people and meet the people and greet the runners as they come past the finish line to get here to Marion Square. So we're just counting down. We're watching. I was going to say I was looking at my wristwatch. I don't have one. I'll look at my clock on my phone. But anyway, though, we'll be here until the very end, and we can't wait to see everyone get down here at the end of the bridge run.
And we'll send it over to Sonia, who is at the bottom of the bridge on the Mount Pleasant side. Hey, Sonia.
Here, it's going to continue to be windy throughout the race. Hopefully the runners can get over to the side of the bridge and kind of draft off of each other, because it's going to be very windy, especially if you're on the inside lane where the wind is coming out of the north. It's going to be really windy on the side of you. I wish the wind were coming more from our backs here, but it's really coming across from the side. So at least it's not a headwind, so they're not running directly into the wind. But that wind is going to push on the side of the runners as they come up over top of the Ravenel Bridge. We've got the sun coming up now and the clouds are breaking. It's a beautiful morning other than the wind. Temperatures are just about perfect for the runners. It's not too hot, it's not too humid. The sun is coming out. It's just that wind that we're going to have to contend with throughout the race. And once they get downtown, that'll start to blow them down Meeting Street, so that'll be a good thing. My hat almost went there. I had to tighten it up just a little bit. I heard Tessa say we were going to do a hat loss count, so only lost the hat once so far. We have been seeing the runners coming across in buses still, headed from their parking spots over to the start line, so not seeing as many of those now. But we are going to be starting the race here pretty quickly, so hopefully we'll see some runners up on top of the bridge real soon.
Bridge in a thrilling showdown. Get ready, it's go time.
All right, look, just in time. It's the man himself, Irv Batten, race director. How you doing?
I'll do better. I'll be better in like 30 minutes.
In about 30 minutes. I know the race is about to start here.
Good to see you,
and Irv always has a smile on his face, and what you're seeing right now is a shot of the elite runners. They're getting ready. This part is so exciting.
I know, it really is. The energy is contagious. You can see them kind of stoic looking. I don't see a lot of smiles. They're taking this very seriously, as they should, because these are our elite athletes of the day.
Yeah, the guy with the M on his shirt right there.
Yes.
I don't know, well, he's looking at his watch right now.
I see him right there with
he
the
looks
white.
It's like, are you cold? I mean, he just looks like it's just another day. Like he's just waiting.
They're all in tank tops and shorts.
Yeah.
So I think that does speak to the fact that to them this is nothing, and you know, I mean, the wind is a whole different story. But
we're about to lose. There we go, and that's bound to happen with the wind. So
because it is that windy. It said 15 seconds out.
Yes.
From the start of this race,
and they're going to
get
that.
We've got elite runners at the start line,
and they'll get that sign to go, audible sign to go, and you'll see the men on the left and the women on the right, and they're off.
And they're off.
The Cooper River Bridge Run 49th Annual has begun. Let's go live to our race caller, Everett German.
And good morning and welcome to exclusive coverage of the 2026 Cooper River Bridge Run. I'm Everett German. A great sunny morning here in beautiful Charleston, South Carolina. It's the 49th annual Cooper River Bridge Run. I'm Everett German, bringing you the coverage here this morning, a gorgeous morning in the Low Country. Temperatures right around the 60s, as you can see. Gorgeous sun in the backdrop, and we are off as 38,500 registrations for this year's event as they attempt to get over it. As we often like to say, it's not just a race, it's an experience. My second year of calling the Bridge Run. So excited to have you guys join me this morning as we see some elite racers, runners, walkers, people arriving as early as 5 o'clock this morning as they attempt to, well, for some, check it off their bucket list. So many different reasons why folks choose to do the Cooper River Bridge Run. Of course, you have your elite runners that are all trying to vie for that $10,000 cash prize. And then you have friends, coworkers, just to do on a Saturday morning. So many different motives. An annual event, as I mentioned. This is the 49th running of the Cooper River Bridge Run. A lot has during those 49 years. The first event took place back in 1970. Bridge run started by Dr. Marcus Newberry. Really just wanted to get people moving. As I mentioned, this year, 38,000 folks registered to either run in 1978. How about 776 people? So safe to say this has grown. Start to see a little separation, and throughout the broadcast this morning, I'll be joined by Michael Banks. He's an avid runner, also in charge of the elite runners. He's going to, well, just be the wisdom behind what we're seeing here. This 10K race, 6.2 miles. $1,000 for first place, $5,000 for second, $1,500 for third. The top 10 finishers receive cash prizes. If you finish in 10th, you get a nice little $500 check for your performance. Last year, Peter Njuru was our winner. He's back again. As you see Peter in the bib, number 1, in the white tank top and the purple shorts. Ran last year's race, the winning time, 28 minutes and 28 seconds. Anybody that knows anything about Charleston, sometimes it could take you 30 minutes to drive from Mount Pleasant across the Arthur Ravenel Bridge. So starting to get a little separation for those who Charlestonians. Of course, an annual event, one that really does a lot for our community. When you think about the Cooper River Bridge Run, they want to be recognized as the best organized and best conducted 10K race in the world. Take a lot of pride, so many volunteers and moving parts to make this day as smooth as it can be. This bridge run has a huge impact on the local community.
Freshest quality ingredients, because we know you count on us to eat better. From hand-cut and all-natural to organic and wild-caught. Add friendly faces and great service, it's even better. Making choices that are right for you should always be this simple. From produce to prescriptions, we have the ingredients that make you happier and healthier. In food with love. Harris Teeter.
Saw an interesting stat, 80,000 bottles of water used today alone to keep our racers hydrated. So we're about to approach the Arthur Ravenel Bridge. Again, this is a 6.2 mile race. It's about 2.5 of that. And anybody who's driven over the Arthur Ravenel Bridge, you know that initial incline, that's the tough part. That incline is a 5.6 grade slope. Once we get to the top of it, 575 feet tall. Nice little path here for our runners. As I mentioned earlier, Michael Banks, he's the director of the elite runners, kind of in charge of making sure that they get everything that they need. Obviously, Cooper River Bridge Run, one of the top bridge, well, just races in the country. I'll bring in Michael Banks at this time. And Michael, we made the initial run down Coleman Boulevard in Mount Pleasant, now approaching the Arthur Ravenel Bridge. And again, you being an avid runner, just your thoughts, these elite runners, what's their mindset right now as they get ready to approach the bridge?
They're trying to stay pretty relaxed, especially with the wind out here today, with the twists and turns of how Coleman Boulevard approaches the bridge. They've dealt with a bit of a headwind here or there, so I've seen a lot of rotation of who's taking control of the race, and I expect that will change pretty soon as people try to make a little bit of a move going up the bridge and kind of string out the pack here.
Now, as you see, the leaders, Peter Njuru, he won last year's race, again with a solid time of 28 minutes and 28 seconds. If you're wondering what the record is for the bridge run, it's 27 minutes and 40 seconds. Njuru last year, if you remember, really was in a battle with Ali Abdamana. And then it seemed like once those guys came off of the Arthur Ravenel Bridge, that's when Njuru started to pull away. And Peter Njuru, 2025 Cooper River Bridge Run champion. He was the runner-up in 2024. Now his personal best for a 10K is 27 minutes and 54 seconds. Well, Michael, we were talking about the incline here on the bridge. Talk about the wind and how that could affect, whether it's in your face or running with it. How does that affect the mindset of the runners?
It really makes you have to concentrate quite a bit more because it's another element that you're fighting in addition to having tired, heavy legs and trying to face a huge incline that is the bridge. So once again, you're probably looking to do a little bit of drafting if you're smart, so that you're not fighting as much of the wind, just like you would see in auto racing or some of the other sports. Drafting can play a big role, especially in a race like ours where
I think I have some somewhere.
Every dollar spent with your Vic card earns points. Just check the app.
Like these?
Yes, or your receipt too. I like to frame my good ones. Now enter your number and start saving. Easy.
Yes!
Now that's real savings. Don't waste your fuel points. Redeem them at Harris Teeter, BP, or Amoco.
more of a track specialist. He's run under 27 minutes for a 10K on the track. So he is definitely a contender for today's win.
So as you can see, the runners now on the bridge. Of course, this event always takes place here in Charleston. If you're wondering, only 1 year in the 49-year history of the Cooper River Bridge Run that we've had a local winner. That came back in 1981 when Mark Embler was able to take the prize. So many visitors come to town for this event. Just a big weekend in general here in Charleston. You got the family, the tennis tournament taking place over on Daniel Island. Obviously the bridge run. As I was doing some research, saw back in 2005, Oprah Winfrey actually ran in the bridge run. I'm sure a lot of other celebrities have snuck into the holy city here in the Low Country. So we see Dave Williams, our ABC News 4 meteorologist, here at the top of the bridge as well. As you mentioned, the Arthur Ravenel Bridge is the third largest cabled bridge in the Western Hemisphere. The main span, 1,546 feet. So We talk about how the community comes out to support as we have some fans, some cheerleaders on the bridge cheering on the runners. And I bring back in Michael Banks, and much like last year when we saw Abdamala and also Njuru kind of start to pull away, once again, two guys pulling away from the pack.
Yeah, you can tell that these guys are willing to be more aggressive in the first half of the race. We haven't hit the 5K. We should be at the 5K pretty soon here. Hopefully they've left something in the tank. We saw last year that Ali ended up kind of cooking himself at this point in the race, and by the ends couldn't quite hang with Peter and actually ended up getting past and finished third place. So we've seen that in the past, but both of these two guys are very, very strong runners.
You know, Michael, I don't remember last year being cool like this. The weather, the wind blowing, little overcast. From a runner standpoint, I know those guys, we saw them warming up early, kind of getting the muscles and everything moving. This can't be ideal running conditions here this morning.
The wind is definitely not ideal. Temperature-wise, they will enjoy this a bit more. You know, when it gets hot and humid, like it often does in Charleston, it definitely slows the race down for them. Their body's working a lot harder to cool themselves as they're racing, and they won't have to deal with that as much today.
Again, you're watching exclusive coverage of the 2026 Cooper River Bridge Run right here on ABC News 4. So much preparation. Takes like really a year-round planning for this special day. Of course, the race director, Irv Berkman, and his staff do such a phenomenal job. The planning that goes into place, organizing transportation for the racers. You think of the cities of Mount Pleasant, Charleston, North Charleston, all working together to really showcase the Low Country on Cooper River Bridge Run Day. Of course, next year, we're excited to see what Irv Batten and his staff come up with, as it'll be the 50th anniversary.
We take pride in providing the freshest quality ingredients because we know you count on us to eat better. From hand-cut and all-natural to organic and wild-caught. Add friendly faces and great service, it's even better. Making choices that are right for you should always be this simple. From produce to prescriptions, we have the ingredients that make you happier and healthier. In food with love. Harris Teeter.
Of course, we'll dump down, and some of the reporters there at Marion Square still have, I believe, Tessa and Ashley there at the start line on Coleman Boulevard. Everett German and Michael Banks. We're in the pace car. I've always joked this is the closest that I'll ever get to a 10K is, well, driving. And the fact that, as we all know, if you live here in the Low Country on a Friday afternoon, well, really any day about 4:30, between 4:30 and 5:30, it could easily take you 30 to 45 minutes to get from Coleman Boulevard to downtown. And the fact that these elite runners, Michael, can make it in, let's just say maybe 30 minutes today because of the wind, very impressive, and safe to say, yeah, this gap is getting bigger and bigger by the moment.
Absolutely here. These guys are running a very, very strong race. I think it's probably at this point going to come down to the two of them. I am a little bit surprised that the guys behind them haven't kind of bunched up to use each other to help get through this wind. But we'll see if anybody can surprise us out of that kind of chase pack, that scattered chase pack, once we get down into downtown Charleston.
So the guys now starting to decline off of the Cooper River Bridge. They got over that initial incline and now kind of on the home stretch. Again, just such a great day here, a festive. Saw a lot of smiles, costumes, family, friends, co-workers, all getting together to experience the Cooper River Bridge Run. As they often say, it's not just a race, it's an experience. And again, a bucket list item for many. People proud to say, hey, I did the Cooper River Bridge Run. Michael, you talked about saving, I guess, some energy for that last late kick or that last big push. Is that a situation where you don't want to overexert yourself because of those windy conditions, and then once the wind hopefully dies down, you have a little extra juice?
Right. That's one of the things that needs to be on their minds, that needs to be on the racers' mind today, is that you want to have a little bit of energy left there at the ends in the last, half mile or so of the race. And if you overexert yourself trying to fight this wind, then you won't have a lot of energy reserves to call upon when you're trying to finish strong.
Anybody who's walked over the bridge or ran just on a regular day, you know how windy it is at the top of the bridge. And as we now head down the bridge, safe to say the wind has let up a little bit, still a little bit of a kick. But again, we'll see if this strategy holds. It's the 2026 Cooper River Bridge Run. A tradition like none other
Today? I think I have some somewhere.
Every dollar spent with your Vic card earns points. Just check the app.
Like these?
Yes, or your receipt too. I like to frame my good ones. Now enter your number and start saving. Easy.
Yes!
Now that's real savings. Don't waste your fuel points. Redeem them at Harris Teeter, BP, or Amoco.
No water cups needed. Michael Banks. Michael, for those who are just tuning in, as you can see, we have two racers definitely in control. So now you've gotten over the hard part, Michael, in terms of getting over the bridge. Now, in terms of finishing, what are these guys thinking?
Just trying to create some separation between one another. This is where the battles, individual battles begin. So we can see here Edwin has got about a yard now here on Talby, and he's trying to push that, see if he can create some separation now and not leave it towards the very end of the race. But they should have kind of a wind coming from behind them, which certainly helps and makes you feel a little bit better, honestly. Because you're not pushing against the wind, you now have the wind pushing you.
Edwin, 29-year-old out of Kenya, finished 7th at the 2024 Olympics in the 5K. Also 7th in the 2025 World Championships. Ran collegiately at Iowa State. Not sure if Edwin watched the Cyclones go down last night in the March Madness. His personal best for a 10K is 26 minutes and 46.7. In second, Zuhair Tabi, out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, 2024 Olympian. Ran in the Olympics representing Morocco. Already has one championship on his banner, being the 2026 Houston Marathon champion. Michael, you see Edwin kind of to our left, Talby kind of to the right. What's the strategy there in terms of you would think they want to draft behind each other?
Right. I think Talby has lost kind of the draft from Edwin, and he moved out to the center. I think, honestly, hoping that maybe we were providing a little bit of a draft for him, but we're too far ahead to really help him, get cut through the winds. But I can tell it looks, Talby's struggling a little bit more than Edwin at this point. You can see a little bit more movement in his upper body, side to side. So I think this race might have broken open. We might already be seeing the winner right here in first place, as Edwin's might have a straight shot to the finish all alone.
Edwin Kurgat, here on Wolf Street. Heard Michael say it's really Edwin's race to lose. No, I noticed, Michael, there are water stations along the route. Edwin's locked in. He's focused. He has his stride. He's not even drinking water right now. What's the strategy behind that? Is it just basically muscle memory? What's the thought process behind just basically not making any changes at all?
Oftentimes, these guys in a 10K aren't going to grab water. They will have trained well enough that they don't need to grab some water during the race. If it's really hot and humid, we've had some years where it's different, where they're grabbing water and more so to dump on top of their heads to cool themselves off. But until you get to the half marathon and marathon, the guys at this level, the ladies at this level, typically aren't going to grab water to drink. Just because they've trained enough that their bodies can handle getting through a 10K without needing that water into their bodies.
So those who can see and familiar with Charleston, we're now on the famous King Street. Got bands playing in front of Hall's Chop House. The community lined on both sides of King Street as they're cheering on Edwin Kurgat, the 29-year-old Kenyan. As he looks to take home the $10,000 cash prize, which is given to the men's open winner. And I'm always amazed at how the Charleston community, the Low Country, they come out each and every year. Folks who don't even run in it, but just want to see, as we're now passing Marion Square, which is where the end party will be. As you see the fans now as we cross over Calhoun Street. Edwin Kurgat, the Kenyan, trying to take the title back to his country. Last year, it was Peter Njuru. And Michael, you mentioned it. He is pulling away. Last year, we saw Njuru win the race by 28 seconds. We could see a similar dominating performance again. Again, you're watching exclusive coverage of the 2026 Cooper River Bridge Run right here on ABC News 4. Of course, at the end, I'll pass it along to ABC News 4 Sports Director Scott Eisberg and Webb Wright, as they'll be able to take it over the finish line. And safe to say, Scotty and Webb, they'll be talking to Edwin Kurgat, the 29-year-old Kenyan.
You never know what's going to happen. We might have a new course record.
Is in control. Michael, you're a big-time runner. You've seen a lot of races.
All right, we are waiting for Edwin Kurgat to make the turn onto Meeting Street and take this win. We have understood all the way that he has been the guy, Edwin Kurgat, the 29-year-old Kenyan who went to Iowa State. Charleston does not look much like Ames, Iowa, but I think a win looks like a win no matter where you do it. So we're waiting for Edwin to make this turn onto Meeting Street, and this is always always the flat-out sprint, and there he is. We can see Edwin Kurgat. He's about 300 yards from the finish line. Finally, we see one other racer behind him, but let Kurgat come cruising in for a Cooper River Bridge Run victory. That is 2 years in a row where we had an absolute easy winner, Edwin Kurgat. Doesn't even look like he's out of breath. He just crossed the finish line, is going to pick up his check for $10,000 and keep on rolling. Let's see how tired he is, if he is able to speak. Love a good little bit of sportsmanship right there, Zuhair and Kurgat. Edwin, how do you feel right now? Are you okay to talk?
Yeah.
Do you feel all right now?
Yeah, I feel good. It's fine. Yep. Keep walking.
Trent Weather's going to walk us. How's it going? Former Citadel baseball star walking us down. Hold on, let me get in front of it. Edwin, how tough was the conditions up there?
The conditions were perfect today. The wind was on our back, so we just had to push and just get the help of the wind.
Harder or easier than you thought it would be?
Very easier than I thought it would be.
Easier?
With the wind.
With the wind?
Yes, yes.
When you were cruising there, I mean, what was the feeling? Did you kind of know, I've got this thing?
I think once we got to 5K, I knew I had a chance of being second, so I just didn't know I would win, but I was like, I'm going to push, make it so hard that if I lose, I give my best.
Is this your first time running in the bridge run?
Oh yeah, this is my first time coming here. I just wanted to come here, get a road race in my legs, start getting used to running road races.
I'm assuming there's not many bridges like that in Ames, Iowa. How do you practice for something like this?
Right now I'm training in Flagstaff, Arizona, so we got a hill walk that we always do with my coach Steven Haas, and it's been working out perfectly.
What's the game plan with the money?
I just go out there, invest in myself, try to get better as a runner.
It's your first time running this race, coming in first. Kind of what is this experience like?
I think I'm really excited, coming in here. I told my coach I want to do a road race, and this was what was available. So coming in here, I wanted to just come here and get a win for myself.
What did it feel like when you were crossing the bridge, taking it all in?
When I got to the bridge, I just started looking at on the sides. The wind was good, so I really had a good time up there.
You said the wind was pushing you forward. Did you feel like you were kind of just moving with the wind? Walk me through the feeling of crossing the finish line?
I think just coming down the bridge with the wind on my side and my behind, it was just easier to just think about it and think about the finish line and just make sure I get that win.
Most guys. All right, let's talk to Everett German right now, who is on the call for the race, and we're going to walk over towards the start-finish line so we could at least see the female winner as they start coming down. Usually when we see the ribbon and the tape coming across, we know that female winner is coming. The race experts talking again. How cold was it up there?
Very cold. The wind, as you know, Scotty, coming off the bridge is just excessive. So to be able to sit out there in that breeze, I probably should have had a sweatshirt on.
Yeah. I was listening to you guys, and when they said, when your co-host said, well, they usually don't stop for water, I said, man, like, these guys are just keyed in. How keyed in was he? I mean, was he just, at what point did you realize this guy's got it?
He just never broke stride. I mean, he was locked in. It was a close race for a second, and then, as you could tell, he just continued to get stronger and stronger. So when that happened, you knew it was just going to be a walk away. And I think it was a course record, if I'm not mistaken.
It was close. They said this is not an official time, so we don't know if it's a course record or not. If it is a course record on a day like today, that's pretty amazing. Hey, we're going to turn around right here. We got our female winner.
Evelyn Kimball.
And that is Evelyn Kimball from Kenya. She is the female winner here. What do we know about Evelyn right here? Evelyn Kimball, she is 30 years old from Kenya, went to Utah Valley University, personal best of 31:24 for a 10K. She is right around her personal best, so a pretty impressive run right there. Let's try to catch up with her and see how she's feeling. Evelyn, how do you feel?
I'm feeling great.
Great. How did you feel the conditions were?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yes. I've been here 3 years.
The first time I was number 4. Last year I was number 3. I was like, I'm going back. I want to redeem that. And I finally got it.
That's awesome. When you talk about a run like this, how well known is it across the country, and how special is it to win the Cooper River Bridge Run?
It's very special to me. I've been here for like 8 years. I graduated in 2023. I've been running pro for all the time, unsponsored, trying my best. I'm so happy to win this race. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
That is Evelyn Kimboy. She is the winner of the Cooper River Bridge Run female division. So we have 2 winners who both seem pretty happy with their time, Everett.
Yeah, you would think in these conditions, Scott. Now, you and I, obviously, we're not runners. But
yeah, you had a kidney transplant. I had a heart attack. We're really just made perfectly for the bridge run.
We're good, but that win was definitely in their face. That makes it even more difficult. So to be able to have these times and these conditions, that's getting it done.
When you talk about this bridge run compared to we've seen it every year. Did it seem to you like this was one of the tougher ones?
Yeah, absolutely. No, this is my second year with you guys at ABC News 4. Last year, these were not conditions. It was sunny. It wasn't hot, but today, a little breeze, cool. By far, this is the toughest one I've seen for sure.
Who's going to be the next head basketball coach at College of Charleston?
I know it's not going to be Everett German.
All right, not going to be Everett German. All right, that will do it from here at the finish line. We'll send it off to you guys, and we'll be back here catching up with the not as elite racers as the morning goes on.
All right, but you know what? Here are not so elite runners, but we are having a great time out here. I've seen a cow, I've seen a flamingo. I mean, everyone is having a great time. I just really love the vibe. Can I grab you guys for a second? So where are you guys from?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
First bridge run?
No. It's like
okay.
Fifth. Yeah.
What kind of time are you hoping for until I slowed you down?
We're hoping for an hour and a half.
Okay.
There, yeah.
Okay. What grade are you in?
8th grade.
8th grade. All right. Well, I won't keep you. Good luck to you guys.
Thanks.
All right.
Stay warm.
All right. You guys want to do an interview? Oh, they're going. They're going. Anybody else want to do an interview? Here, let's see. You guys want to do an interview? They're too busy. They're so busy. But everybody's having a good time. So friendly, so excited. Oh, here we go. We got Irene here.
Irene and my friend Susie.
And Susie, where are you guys from?
Johns Island.
Bluffton.
Bluffton. First bridge run?
Third one.
Third.
First for me.
First for you. You came up from Bluffton?
Yes.
What are you hoping to experience today?
Camaraderie.
We're here with a bunch of girls that we've been friends with for 40 years.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're
good luck. The wind is picking up, but you ladies got this.
Yeah,
Thank you.
All right. All right. Let's see if we can grab maybe one more person. Let's see here. I'm going to see. Anybody else want to talk? Oh, they're excited. All right. Well, but as you can see, I just love the vibe going on right now. And we've got some young kids going. Look at that. They're on a mission. So let's send things over to the top of the bridge now, where we're going to find our chief meteorologist, Dave Williams.
Hey, Sonia. Yeah. So things are good up here because the wind has actually shifted. The wind is coming more at our back. You guys having fun?
Oh, yeah.
All right, they're having a good time. Yep, here they go. Nice hat. Tri-cornered hat. That's a new one. How's it going? Good run? Awesome run. Woo, woo. Yep, they're having a good time up here. Good run.
Yeah.
Make some noise. Fuel. Let's go. Make some noise. There he goes. They're getting over it. Yeah, they're having a good time. Everybody's running up here. The young, the old, you name it. Everybody's out here having a good time. Even a former governor ran by a little bit ago. So everybody's just running right along. And like I say, the wind has shifted a little bit. Earlier, the wind was really smacking me in the side of the face. Now the wind is coming a little bit more at my back. Hey, buddy. And that wind is helping to push some of the runners across the bridge right now. So things are looking a little better. Wind a problem?
No, it's great. It's to my back.
Oh, okay. He says it's at his back. So good stuff right there. And they continue to run across. Are you guys having a good time? All right. How's the run so far?
Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going.
And there he goes. He's off. So, yes, everybody's having a good time. And somebody told me you get lots of smiles up here on top of the bridge. Is everybody having fun? Okay, so everybody's having fun. It's the finish line where people are wiped out. Hey, you got a big game tonight. So lots of people supporting their schools and just having fun. So hopefully it's like this throughout the rest of the race as well. And we're going to be checking in with everybody from the start of the race to the end of the race. And we'll be hanging out up here on top of the bridge with that tailwind now, exactly what everybody wants.
Now the Masters in a couple of weeks, they have a tradition like any other, the green jacket. I'm trying to start a tradition here at the Bridge Run, which is whatever this is. We've got the elite athletes finishing now, but after the elite athletes, you got people more my speed, the not quite elite athletes, but one thing they will have is they will be dressed in costumes a lot better than mine, I can tell you. And like me, I only run when somebody's chasing me or I hear an ice cream truck. These guys are at least going through the race and running, and we're going to have plenty of wacky costumes, and I'm going to show you all of them later in the show and then later tonight on the news. But right now we're getting all of the elite athletes coming in, no costumes because they're professionals and they do it the right way. And here they come, the elite racers.
Athletes, please continue to move up the
They're tired, it's very windy, they're probably cold, a little colder than they probably expected to be with the wind. I talked to the winner earlier and I asked him a simple question. Could he win the race in this outfit? And he said it was way too windy today. He couldn't do it because we get a lot of flaps on this suit, and so it would not help his aerodynamic ability to cross the finish line. But we're going to be staying here for a while, and we're waiting on all the wacky costumes. Everything's from tacos to turtles. Last year we saw just about every costume you could imagine. So we're waiting on them, and while we're waiting on them, we will throw it back to you guys.
Ryan Lee from New York. Adrian Robinson from Charlotte.
Here we are continuing to see more runners and walkers making their way down Coleman. They're headed up over into the Ravenel Bridge here. And again, we're just watching everybody having a great time. I was actually distracted. Actually, let me show you guys what I was distracted doing. So can I just show you this for a second? Jason's going to zoom in on this. All right, so tell me what you got going on here.
You know, I'm not running, so I figured what way can I give back and make people maybe run a little faster. So we just came out, kind of spur of the moment.
So who do we have here?
This is Lucy and her mom, Elliot.
So we have Lucy and we have Elliot, and I was honestly surprised at how many runners and walkers.
Yeah, lots of boops. Lots of boops.
People love dogs. They're like, we need the, extra little support.
Absolutely. So we got lots of hugs. Lucy's at MUSC. She gets hugs often. She's a therapy dog there. And this is her mom, Elliot. And I don't know, we just kind of literally this morning decided to do it.
I love that. What a great way to give back. Well, thank you for being out this morning.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
All right, and people are still getting pictures. So, guys, I was kind of caught off guard because I was distracted by the dogs. But let's see if we can maybe grab anybody. Hey, guys, where are you from? Charlotte, North Carolina. Lots of people from Charlotte. Everybody having fun? Everybody having fun? Where are you guys from?
Gamecocks, baby.
Oh, Gamecocks fan. Where are you from?
Spartanburg.
All right, Spartanburg. Where are you guys from? West Virginia. All right, they live here. Where are you guys from? Jersey. Woo! See, you just love the energy. Where are you from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
First bridge run?
Second.
Okay, what
Is this your
kind of?
first?
No, no, sir. This is not my
Okay.
first. I've done a lot of these. Are you excited?
Yes, it's my dog.
First one?
Yeah, second one.
Okay, what kind of time are we thinking?
3-4 hours tops. Tops.
5 hours. Tops, 5 hours?
Yeah.
Do you guys do anything to train, or are you just out here to have a good time today?
Just go for it.
Saw it on the beach yesterday.
You know,
Does
the
that count?
slogan is to get over it.
Exactly.
Get over the bridge? Well, it's right there.
Yeah.
No problem.
And then it's downhill from there.
Yeah, until it goes back uphill.
No, there's no back uphill.
I'm coming back.
They're coming back for me. All right, everybody having a good time? Woo. All right, so we're going to see, I'm not sure who's next in line right now, but we're going to continue to pass it along here. But we are having a great time here for the 49th annual Cooper River Bridge Run.
Hey, Sonia, we are here at Marion Square where the party has started, and we have one of the runners, Jordan, with us this morning. Congratulations, you got over it.
Thanks. It was great. I had an awesome race. I beat my best time in the bridge run, which was from 2005 by like a minute and a half. So super fun.
What was your time?
35:50.
Amazing. You are speedy.
Jordan, where are you from? And you've done this before. What makes this so special? Where are you from?
So this is my 13th year doing it. I live in West Ashley, and I just love all of the friends I get to meet here and seeing everybody throughout all the different communities I'm involved with. And I do F3, which is Faith Fitness Fellowship, a free men's workout group. So check it out, f3nation.com, and that's what got me in shape. That's what brought me back as a 44-year-old to run PRs.
You don't look a day over 21. I gotta ask, it's chilly here, but I know this is a great temperature for running. What was it like getting to the top of the bridge, getting over it, and having the community support?
Oh, it was so awesome coming down King Street with all the community support. And at the top of the bridge, once we got over the hump, we had a great tailwind. So it was just pushing everybody's back and letting us really blaze down the hills. I'm training for the Boston Marathon in 3.5 weeks, so I wanted to practice that downhill fast running.
Jordan, thank you so much. We wish you the very, very best of luck in the Boston Marathon.
Thank you so much. Great to meet both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate it. Just one of the many runners that we hope to talk to here. I love hearing his story.
No.
A personal best, and it was a great run for him. And he made the big trip from West Ashley. How about that?
Fantastic. He was the first runner that I saw here in Marion Square, and I ran over. He was still running. He was running. I'm like, hey, I got to grab you real quick. You got to tell us how it was. Let's send it out to Dave Williams at the top of the bridge with one of the best views of the whole race.
And exactly, it is a great view up here, and the wind has shifted around a little bit. It's coming at the runner's back, so that's a good thing, and they're running along. So how's the race going? Fantastic.
My dad.
Awesome. Dad and daughter right there. Love it.
I have a friend that's 95 in the race. Mac McGahee. He's back there, but he's in the race.
Mac.
McGahee.
Okay. 95. So we've got a 95-year-old back here somewhere. He'll be coming along. Good race so far?
Awesome, as always.
Always good time. So where are you guys from? Where are you from?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Greenville. They're here from Greenville. So people come from all over for this bridge run. How's the wind out here? Windy. Windy. It's at your back though. Windy, definitely. She needs a piggyback ride. You're almost there, don't worry. So the runners are coming along. It's looking pretty good. We've got the bridge full, the entire side that's typically headed into Mount Pleasant, full of runners. You can actually feel the bridge going up and down if you're standing here. Somebody coming with a large American flag up here. So everybody's running along here. How's the race going so far?
Fantastic, I love it.
Yeah?
First one, I'm from Utah.
From Utah, yeah, awesome.
So I'm loving this elevation. Also, go Sabres.
Go Sabres.
Go
Sabres. Sabres fans, there you go. We've got all kinds of sports fans up here. Here, come here. Good run?
Yeah, it's great. This is the best.
Have you run this race before?
A long time ago, like 10 years ago.
Like 10 years ago. Is this one better?
Yes, so much better.
Did you train for it?
Yes.
Okay, and you're doing great. So
thanks,
you're
yeah,
almost
this
there.
is great, yeah. So much fun. Thank you so much.
Have fun, take care. All right. Everybody's having a great time. Everybody's spirits are good up here. And Here we have somebody coming in a stroller. So, and they've done the reindeer run. So you guys did the reindeer run.
Absolutely.
Is this better than the reindeer run?
Way better.
Way better.
But a reindeer run is awesome too.
That's a good one too. Have you ever done the bridge run before?
Every year.
Every year. And who all's with you today?
Oh, we got the whole family with us.
Yeah. What's your name? I'm Sienna.
Awesome. So are you having fun?
Yes.
All right. Well, get over it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Have a good run. There they go. Everybody having a good time out here. Plenty of runners coming. It looks like the pack is really starting to get even thicker out here. So we're going to go ahead and toss it to someone else along the route here. We've got people from the start line to the finish line and everywhere in between.
Brandon.
All right, we have records. That's the amazing thing. Windy day, but I guess the wind was pushing the runners, not pushing them back. Paul Wieters with the City and the Cooper River Bridge Run could have the worst handwriting I've ever seen. But here we go. As far as the men's winner, little bit of sportsmanship right there. Zuhair. And for the female winner, Evelyn, 31:15. That is a winner. That is a record by 4 whole seconds. That's a pretty amazing run she had today. So 2 records here at the Cooper River Bridge Run, which is pretty awesome to see. All right, let's take a look at who we've got finishing right now. And these are also, hey, how are you? How was it up there today?
It was amazing. A little windy at the top, but this is the best race in town, in the region, in my opinion. One of the best in the country. And this guy's one of the best local reporters. I'll say that for sure.
Oh, thank you. Hey,
absolute legend. Absolute legend.
Your check is in the mail. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Yeah, we got young and old, but all still pretty elite right here. The guys that are finishing, the gals who are finishing in the Cooper River Bridge Run right now. Everyone looking pretty winded like you would expect them to do. Hey, you just twerked, so I'm going to have to get you talking about your twerk and your run. How was it? What's the GoPro going to show here?
It's a time lapse, so they took a photo every couple seconds to see how it went. 47 minutes isn't bad. I don't run ever, so.
You don't run ever?
No, I don't run.
You just do it for the free shirt, or what are you doing for?
For my wife right there.
Oh, I thought you were going to, like, propose, but if you're already married, that kind of takes
already married, yeah.
Out of it.
Already married. Hey, but I love that woman to death.
There you go. Look at that. What a great husband. When he's in the doghouse, I'm pulling this video back out to get you out of the doghouse. All right, let's take a look at what we've got going on here at the Coop. Oh, we've got the Mario brothers. Oh, it's me. You guys weren't the ones that were doing the Mario Kart around King Street the other day.
No, that wasn't us. That wasn't us.
All right, well, how did the aerodynamics of your mushroom head and your mustaches go here?
It went good. We had some hats flying off on the bridge, but overall, pretty good.
Luigi, did you just give him a hand?
Oh yeah, that's my brother. You know I had to give him a hand, man.
The hat was really nice. Actually, on the bridge, it acted as a sail, so it pushed me forward a little.
Actually. There you go. Awesome. Well, congratulations on getting over it, guys. The Mario brothers and their overall things. There we go. All right, let's toss over to Mel and Bill. They are over in Marion Square.
Hey, Scott, the party well underway. We're starting to see more runners, including Nate and Ryan, who just got over it. What was it like, guys? How did it feel getting over that bridge?
It was really nice. The wind on the top was a little bad, but it was perfect weather out here. A little chilly on the starting line, but I liked it. It was really fun.
And
tell us about it. What was the experience like for you, Nate?
Yes, it was just super rewarding to get over the top of the bridge. You know, you've worked hard to get here, you know, then you worked for a mile up the hill, and you just have it. We had the wind at our back on the way down, so it just was super nice to finish out into the finish line here. So, yeah.
You guys go to USC. What year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
I'm a freshman.
Oh, fantastic. So what was it like traveling here? I don't know. Did you guys come in town last night, this morning? And what's it like being here with, almost 39,000 other runners?
The traffic was bad last night. It took us about 3 hours and a half to get to the convention center so we can get our bibs. But it was pretty nice. A little low on sleep, but yeah, Charleston is really nice. I'm enjoying the area.
Nate, you said you've done this in previous years. How does this year compare to the last one you did?
So I did it back in 2020. So it was a COVID year. I was in 8th grade. I did it with my dad. So I ran 12 minutes faster this year, I think. So it was kind of fun, you know, to look at it now that I'm older and, now that I'm running a bit more seriously. So it was a lot of fun.
You'll do it again?
I would like to hope so, yeah. I would hope so. So, yeah, hopefully next year. We'll see.
Ryan and Nate, thank you guys so much for chatting with us, and congratulations on getting over it. I know it's not easy. Wishing you guys all the best. Have a great day.
Thank you.
All right, Bill, we're going to send it over to Sonia, who is at the bottom of the bridge on the Mount Pleasant side. It's great to see all these people coming through Marion Square, but we know there are still people who are making their way up the bridge this morning. Sonia?
Oh yeah, these folks haven't gotten over it yet. So can I grab you guys for a minute? Where are you from? Oh, they're from here. They're from here locally. You want to grab an interview with me? Where are you from?
I'm from West Ashley.
West Ashley. Yeah. First bridge run?
No, fifth.
Fifth. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you enjoy it. You keep coming back.
I do. I really enjoy it.
So you're ready to get over it. Anything you do to train?
Oh no, not this year.
You're just here for a good time.
I'm just here for a good time.
And wouldn't you agree that the vibe is just amazing?
It is. It's great out here.
I'm sure that's why you keep coming back year after year.
Of course. I'll be here again next year.
All right. We'll see you then.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So, again, I just love, this is my new favorite spot for the bridge run. Oh, there's the people with the hurricane prep. Jason Murphy, see if you see the hurricane? Zoom in. So they are running the bridge. If I believe correctly, they are with Dorchester County Emergency Management and running as a hurricane to help promote hurricane preparedness. So hopefully Dave will be able to catch them at the top of the bridge. Oh, and somebody running by her 81st birthday right there. That's awesome. We've got a tutu there. Woo, some guys. All right. And we've got some strollers coming by. Everybody's trying to make their time. Now everybody's too busy for me. Oh, you guys got time for an interview?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh, Jason, maybe our youngest. What do you think of the bridge run?
What do you think?
You're speechless. It's such an amazing experience. So, first bridge run.
Second bridge run.
Second bridge run.
Yeah.
How many for you?
I've done, I guess, 7 of them, 6 or 7 of them. Yeah.
Where are y'all from?
Charleston.
Charleston.
Here in town.
Okay. What keeps bringing you back?
It's fun.
The vibe is exciting, right?
Love it.
How about for you?
Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh.
Love it, love it.
I used to work in Wilmington. All right.
Great place.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys keep going, but
Thanks.
enjoy.
All right.
Loving it.
Need some drink.
Sure, man.
Man, staying hydrated. I love that. I love that. Staying hydrated. All right, let's see if I can grab maybe one more person. You know what? I'm going to grab Sparky here. Sparky, come here. Sparky Whitty. He's been cheering everybody on this morning.
Yeah.
But you are like a true Mount Pleasant native.
1951.
So you remember the first bridge run.
Oh, yeah.
How
Yeah.
many times have you done it?
4. The first one was when they did the demolition of the bridges. It was called Burn the Bridge Run. It was just the old bridge, the pyramid, and the Grace Bridge. It was like a 3-mile run or something like that, 3,000 people. And I just took pictures the whole way because I just wanted to enjoy the memories of it.
So before we let you go, oh, I see an orange over there. Why do you come out? I see you waving. What brings you out every year?
I just like the excitement. You know, I started doing it actually. Moultrie News hired me to get on the bridge and take pictures of people. And I did that for 5 years, and then I think COVID hit. And I just like coming out and celebrating. And this is live Facebook, and so a lot of my friends get to see it.
There you go.
And
it's a good time. It's a fun Saturday morning.
It's a fun Saturday morning.
All right, thank you, Sparky. All right, so we're having a great time here, but let's see what Conley Grayson has going on in the studio.
All right, thank you, Sonia. Check out all of these tweets from our team across the Lowcountry, checking out the Cooper River Bridge Run here on ABC News 4. And of course, we want to hear from you. Tell us how you're taking on today's Cooper River Bridge Run. You know, if you're about to head out and see those thousands of people crossing that finish line, or maybe you have someone out there that you know, go ahead, give them a text. Tell them to use the hashtag #CRBRGoForIt. You can show us how you're making the most of race day. Of course, we've got tons of tweets up. You can see Mel down at the finish line showing that winner. We have tons of them actually showing the winner. Beautiful picture up on the Ravenel Bridge. We're going to be scrolling all day looking for the moments that just, again, make this race so special. Our Scott Eisberg has been out at the finish line all morning, checking in with racers who have, you know, gotten over it. Scott, how's it looking?
Yeah, so we already talked to a couple people. Webb's been talking to people about costumes. You see, Webb he's not single anymore this year, so he can't be using the suit to pick up women around the finish line here. So now he's just talking to a bunch of people and comparing costumes. How are you? As we take a look around and see who we've got finishing. What is Project Purple that you're running for?
Oh, I run for a pancreatic cancer nonprofit.
Okay.
So we're based in Seymour, Connecticut. This is our first official year being down here, and it was great, you know?
That's awesome. Well, congratulations on getting over it. Well done. Let's take a look at who we've got finishing the Cooper River Bridge Run as we make our way through the crowd. Hello. Yeah, I got to know somebody very, very quickly right there. Let's take a look at who we've got training, why everyone's running. Always fun during March Madness to see a lot of basketball jerseys coming through. We just got College of Charleston and we got Purdue. We just had Wake Forest after that. A lot of strictly running from Mount Pleasant, and those folks are obviously ones that run together for the Cooper River Bridge Run training. So let's just take a look at everybody and say hello to folks and see if they want to talk to us as we see them finishing the Cooper River Bridge. Oh, you do not look happy right now.
That was rough.
That was rough?
Man.
Hey, you finished it.
Going up that hill, who? Man, that was tough.
So the wind was at your face, not at your back?
Yes.
Yes?
Oh, man.
Hey, so the bars are like 2 blocks that way. You can go calm down real quick.
Too bad I don't drink.
Oh, you don't drink? Okay.
Shout out to my family, though.
There you go. Sounds good. All right, let's take a look who else is finishing. Hey, how are you at the Cooper River Bridge Run finish line? These guys are not feeling very happy right. You don't look very happy right now. You don't look thrilled. Doesn't want to talk to me either, but that's okay. That's all good.
Amazing.
That was everyone else
It
said
was my
terrible.
first time. That was so good.
What did it say?
Can I pet that dog run club?
What's on the face? What do we got going on here?
We got some My Race Tats glitter freckles. They're the new thing. Came down from Charlotte, about 50 other people down here, and I had a blast. That was my first time.
Very cool. Welcome to the Holy City, and
Thank you.
tell everyone back in the Queen City to come down.
We'll be here for the 50th.
Sounds good.
Make coffee. Let's go.
All right, let's talk to some sound right now from the winners who were both record setters here at the Cooper River Bridge Run.
I think once we got to 5K, I knew I had a chance of being second, so I just didn't know I would win, but I was like, I'm going to push, make it so hard that if I lose, I give my best.
I've been here 3 years. The first time I was number 4. Last year I was number 3. I was like, I'm going back. I want to redeem that. And I finally got it.
It's my first time here in Cooper River Bridge. It really, thank you so much for everything.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4.
All right, welcome back to the finish line of the Cooper River Bridge Run. Let's take a look at this guy over here, Webb. Sir, what do you got going on here? What do we got going on as far as I'm on fashion patrol today? What do we got going on?
Good. Well, it's Puerto Rican style. This is for Palmetto running. I've worn this short for 2 years.
Did you wash it?
Every race. I wash it, but I cut the sleeves. I got my necklace on, and I poured it Puerto Rican style, baby.
There you go.
I've worn it every race.
There you go. I like the sun's out, guns out sort of thing, but you got the arms covered up. But regardless,
I got a little chilly this morning.
That's a good look. Yes, sir.
Number 37 for me.
37 years. Wow, 37 of 49. That's a pretty good percentage.
Pretty good for an old man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm still here.
What's the game plan for number 50 next year?
Let's see. Run it faster.
Run it faster?
Train harder.
How do you train?
Well, I don't run more than, say, 3 or 4 miles during training.
I don't run at all.
Because this way you kind of avoid injuries when you get older. So.
Yeah.
But it's a great run. It's a touchstone in my life, and I've been blessed to still be here.
That's awesome. Do you live here in town?
No, I live in Columbia.
Oh, in Columbia? Very cool. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations for doing it for 37 years. That's awesome. Love seeing everyone has such an emotional tie to this race. That's what makes it so much fun every year to meet folks that are going here and doing this for just like emotional reasons. He really has a tie. Hey, how you doing? Hello. Well, I guess we're going to go send it over to Marion Square. Mel and Bill are over there talking to folks as they finish up the race.
Hey, Scott. It is loud here at Marion Square. So many more runners, including Waldo, a.k.a. Aaron, and Jackson, a Florida State alum. Of course, I was going to grab him. Guys, how was the run today?
Honestly, much better than last year because it was a little bit windy, but luckily it was like not in our face, so it kind of helped up the bridge. And it wasn't 90 degrees, so it was all right. All right.
How about you, Aaron?
Yeah, the overcast really dropped that temperature down and just made it beautiful to run in. And this morning, the temperature kind of went down as the day went on, so like you weren't freezing cold in the morning and you weren't overheating while running, so it's just beautiful.
You are from you live in West Ashley. You guys live in Somerville, so this is like a hometown tradition for you. 39,000 other runners out there today. What was the atmosphere like as you were running on top of the bridge with all of those people?
I noticed it was way more busy than last year. At least it felt like it for me. Like the shuttle to get there, the line was like, it felt like 10,000 people long just to get on the bus. But everyone was happy. People were warming up. I was like, I am not in the right group for this, but I'm gonna do my best anyway.
What was your time?
I think I was like right under 50 minutes. I don't know, I gotta check officially. But it's my 3rd year doing it, 3rd year talking to you all, so I feel like I gotta just keep it going next year too, keep the tradition alive.
Yeah, how about you, Aaron? Were you pleased with your time? Were you pleased with how you did it?
I always have big expectations for myself. I was trying to do sub 40. I didn't hit that, but I mean, you shoot for the moon, you land amongst the stars. I think it was like 41 something, so it was close. So I'm happy with it. But
and I gotta mention, you ran with the hat on. You ran as Waldo last year, and I saw you. I go, there's Waldo again. I got to chat with you.
I it didn't blow off, honestly.
Yeah, I was holding it down while I was running.
It was windy up top, but it was nice cool off.
All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations.
Thank y'all very much. Go Noles.
Yes, go Noles. It got busy quick, though. Like,
it's amazing.
People are flooded.
Yes.
I feel like this is the best part of the day. The party people down in, of course, one of the best spots to be for the bridge run.
Yeah, we're seeing so many people. It's just a sea of humanity, and it's great people watching. You see people from all parts of the country, all parts of the world. I saw someone holding a sign from Canada here on King Street. So it's just it's a great atmosphere here at the Finish Festival.
Absolutely, and we're going to send it out to see what it's like in other parts of course, the Cooper River Bridge Run, including the top of the bridge where our Dave Williams is. Hey, Dave.
Hey, it is still windy up here on top of the bridge, and I found a native Charlestonian here,
yes.
Bria.
Yes.
Bria, you told me you have a lot to say.
Yeah, I do. I definitely want to thank my job, Boeing, for allowing me to have the opportunity to get a free admission and run the bridge. This is my first time running the bridge, and this is a beautiful moment. I'm not really tired yet. I didn't start my time, so I'm like a couple minutes late, but I just wanted to tell my job I appreciate the moment, and thank you for everybody for putting this together.
Bria, you rock.
Yeah,
good luck, my friend.
All right.
Nice to see you. So people are running, having a good time. Hey, first bridge run? Nope. He doesn't want to talk. Who wants to talk? I got somebody that want. Oh, you want? Come on over. What's your name?
Yolanda.
Yolanda.
Yes.
Is this your first race?
No, it's not, but it's been a while.
Okay. How's it going so far?
It's going great.
Okay,
it's going great.
Good luck.
Thank you.
People moving along. Here they go. And it has thinned out a little bit. It was really packed earlier, all the way from one side of the median to the other, but now it's cleared out just a little bit. Good run, Jeffrey?
Yes, sir.
Our own Jeff Collins right there. So we got people running up over the bridge, and they are just having a great time. I saw Richard Simmons run by just a little bit ago. Hopefully Scotty and Webb can catch up with Richard Simmons. Always good to see everyone out here. Good run?
Great run.
Okay. So everybody's having a good time out here, and there's lots of fun going on all along the route. And like some of the runners have said, that wind is coming more from the back as opposed to the side as it was earlier. So it's helping these runners get across the bridge, and they seem to be having a good time. So we'll take it somewhere else.
Mark Sanford already. Mark Sanford right up there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you got over it. You did it.
Yeah, that's right. I'm still here, and I am looking for the best costumes. You know, I'm wearing a costume because I sure can't run. I'm not the most athletic person. But if we had a winner for costumes that came in first place, it had to be Mario and Luigi and the Mushroom, the Mario Kart crew that we saw earlier. So right now I'm continuing to look at trying to find some of the best. We've got a giraffe over here. Let's go get the giraffe.
Welcome to Charleston. You did it.
Let me tell me about the giraffe. No?
It's an animal.
No comment from the giraffe, so we have to move on and look for some other costumes. Right now, we still got a lot of these serious racers. These serious racers are coming through. But soon we should see some more costumes. Still waiting for some of the really, really good costumes that we're going to see. We've got. This is the most realistic costume I've seen so far today. What is your name, sir?
Molly.
Molly
Silverman.
All right, Molly is wearing a very realistic dog costume.
You can get it at Party City for $29.99.
Okay.
But in order to make it real, you just have to get a pit bull.
You gotta have a lot of sass.
I've got to ask you, are you as big a partier as you seem?
What do you have
Apparently she's exhausted from the race, so
Thanks, guys.
Well, good job.
This is our first year. We lived in Charleston from 2016 to 2020. Went to school down here. Never did the Charleston Bridge Run. I even ran here in college.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, when you line up with 30 to 40,000 other people, it doesn't matter what your pass is. You got different sizes, you got different people, different ages, and it's so cool to get a whole community here to run in Charleston. It's amazing. So awesome. Hope everyone had a great run.
Absolutely. It's not always about winning. It's just about having fun.
It's about a community coming together. 2026, communities are going to keep rising. Find your sense of belonging. People find it within running.
So the community coming together, whether it's 2 legs or 4 legs, as we see here. Molly, congratulations on getting over it, and we'll see you next year, okay? All right.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4.
Live here in Marion Square with Matt, Connor, and Colin from Mount Pleasant. And Dad, Matt, you were trailing behind your two sons.
Yeah, I did what they said. I got over it, but that was the first half, and then I tried to keep up with these guys for the second half, and it didn't really go so well. They smoked me, but I got over it. Yeah.
And Connor, this is your second bridge run.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And how did it feel, Colin?
It was good on the bridge, and it just felt awesome running on the road.
Fantastic. You guys have a long future ahead of you of, I know, running bridge runs. Your mom ran the bridge run. She's still running right now.
Yeah, she's probably crossing the finish line right now, probably just under an hour. Yep, she got us into running, and that's why we're here.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Guys, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guys, good to see you. And we have two more guests.
We do.
Real quickly.
Sharif and Claire from Baltimore. You guys, I've talked to you every year here down at Marion Square. What was it like this year running across the bridge run? I know you got in, 11 o'clock last night?
Yes, that's right. This is our fourth time running the race. It was a great race as usual. It was windy, but the wind was at our back. So we both hit personal best times today.
Fantastic! And you guys are speedy. What was your time?
35:05.
Woo! Man.
And 41:40. Fantastic. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it, and congratulations on getting over it.
And that's going to put a wrap on our coverage for the 2026 Cooper River Bridge Run broadcast here on News 4. We are so glad that you were able to join us, and we'll have more coverage tonight on ABC News 4 at 11. Mel, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it.
Absolutely. So much fun. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a fantastic day.
Cross the finish line.